bucket.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Drop Frames E3 coverage. We're covering Ubisoft.
Yep. Nailed it. Flawless.
I hit the wrong button. Oh well, we're here. We're live.
You timed it perfectly.
Uh-oh. Musical act!
God.
It's happening!
Snoop Dogg.
Yes! Ubisoft, I love you.
I bet. I bet.
I'm turning it up. We gotta claim this VOD, motherfuckers!
Oh, freaking
Yes! Woo! This is ridiculous. What? I don't even. Is this Just Dance 7?
What in the fuck?
Hey, respect. Respect.
I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Stop me now.
We got more.
Got more people coming.
There's a giraffe.
Bring out Usher.
I need that lion.
Oh, the lightning bolts out.
This isn't even for a game.
They just wanted to dance.
You're gonna carry out what's your name?
Look at the face of the sun. Oh, it's gone now. Dude, this is just gonna be an hour and a half, just non-stop.
Look at that giraffe.
Going, dudes.
Oh my god, look at that.
Games in the background, but continue.
Stand up back here.
This is actually fucking incredible.
Guitar. That's awesome. I'm having a good time right now. I'm not even lying.
God damn it, Aisha. I thought you were the lion.
The giant herself.
I thought she was gonna be the lion too. Yeah.
It's taller every year.
Thank you.
Got those
Wow.
smoking red shoes.
Oh my
Dude,
gosh,
she's
you guys
bae.
are awesome.
Yeah, she needs those heels too.
You guys are awesome. You guys were confusing and awesome. And my mom has those boots, by the way. She wants them back. Ladies and gentlemen, you know when you see a dancing crab and a baby bird with a paper collar that you could only be at the Ubisoft E3 press conference. Welcome. Welcome.
I love that Ubisoft just
dancers, can you guys bring it in
accepts
behind me for a second?
that
Just
they are
gather
the
around.
fucking
Get behind
crazy
me here. It's a
people of
special
E3
year.
and just go
I
full
wanna
crazy every year.
Take a moment to do something that's going to feel a little incongruous and potentially
Like,
even
look at the
uncomfortable
stage
for
right
some
now.
of you. There's no smooth or easy way to do this, but we all felt really strongly when we were rehearsing today that we needed to say this. So before we start, everyone here at Ubisoft want to offer our deepest sympathies to the people affected by this weekend's tragedy in Orlando.
Good on them, dude.
Our hearts, the hearts of
That's
everyone
classic.
A lot
in
of people have been
Paris,
doing that.
in France, in the United
Twitch,
States, and
Twitch
around the
did that
world
before they started
are
their
with you.
coverage today as well.
And now,
So did the Xbox guys too.
Yeah.
thanks, guys.
That's Mark Cerny. What's he doing there?
And now, with a human giraffe on my right and a candy cane on my left, I'm going to make a very hard right turn and get into the fun stuff. Thanks for coming on, guys. Dance away. Dance away. The madness
game
that you
attached to
just
that. That was
saw
just like a
was
dance.
courtesy of the
It was a
Movement
Just
Wizards at
Dance
Just Dance
presentation.
2017.
There's a hashtag,
Just Dance has always been at the forefront
Oh,
of
yeah, I've seen
innovation,
it
bringing
on there.
its experience to new devices and also introducing the world to the first dance-on-demand streaming service with Just Dance Unlimited. And today, Ubisoft is pleased to announce that Just Dance 2017 will be coming to all video game platforms and PC in October and to the Nintendo NX next year.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Oh,
That's the first time it's ever been
Your life
said
is not
on any
complete.
conference.
Until you have a lion singing at you
Nintendo
out of your
NX.
television screen. Hello and welcome to everybody
JP,
lucky
you're
enough to be
doing a
sitting
Just
here
Dance
in this
franchise
theater
playthrough.
and even
Yeah.
luckier
No,
enough to be
we're gonna
watching
do
at
every
home
song
around the globe
twice.
because you have
Me and
snacks
Zeke.
and you probably didn't shower today. I am Aisha Tyler. Some of you probably didn't shower either. There's no judgment here. I am Aisha Tyler, and I'm standing in the historic Orpheum Theater in vaguely beautiful, yet faintly urine-scented downtown Los Angeles. It's true, right? It's underneath everything.
Spot
and
on.
the badges are on everyone's necks, and the smiles on everyone's faces can only mean one thing. It is E3 conference time. Now, 2016 is a huge year for everyone here at Ubisoft. It's my 5th time hosting this conference. Yes. And you all know what the traditional gift is for a 5th anniversary, yeah? That's right, my friends. Wood. Or girl wood, if you choose. Let it wash over you. Now, they always ask me, like, why do I continue to do this conference
Every year.
in the face of the
She didn't say
overwhelming
hashtag,
internet
though. I'm really
love
upset.
that I receive? And it's not the money, I'll tell you that. Ubisoft is French.
Jesus.
No filters on this woman. I
They're
love
paying me
it.
in red wine and sarcasm, you guys. No, I come back every year because I love games. I play these games, I adore them, and I love being a part of the excitement that comes with revealing new games to the world. Every day, every year when I do this, I'm like a kid in a candy store. A really large, slightly masculine kid in a candy store. And speaking of excitement, it's Ubisoft's 30th birthday. Yeah, give it up for Ubi. Or Ubi. Ubi may be 30, but like everyone else here in Hollywood, it hasn't aged a bit. It gets drunk on weekdays and dresses inappropriately, but whatever makes it feel young. Now, over these 3 decades, Ubisoft has been flexing its creative muscles, giving its teams the freedom to push boundaries and create games that are memorable, fun, and sometimes a little crazy. So, enough talk. We're going to hit fast forward right now and get straight to the games. All right? Now, you may remember our next title from the end of last year's show, when it blew your fucking mind. And if you're at home playing a drinking game, yes, an F-bomb in the first 5 minutes of this show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Nice.
She's too real for me, bro.
I fucking did. I fucking love it. I love it. Every goddamn year. I'm so excited.
Gameplay.
Yeah, I hope we see gameplay.
Yeah, seriously.
Right now we're seeing trailer.
Or are we?
I offer the people a choice
There's like
to
weird
follow me
like
or oppose me.
a lot of AA going on.
If you follow me, I feed your families, give you shelter, medicine, and jobs, shield you from the tyrants, allow La Santa Muerte to protect you from death. I give you power. I make you rich. But most of all, I let you rule like kings.
A lot of cocaine.
But for those that oppose me, I have only one thing to offer. A promise.
Dude.
To take everything you love and destroy it in front of your eyes.
Well, what?
He was in the trailer last year.
Yeah.
I hope they show gameplay.
2.
It's all yours.
Like if they did this and then they dropped into gameplay in the fucking helicopter. Oh, that's so sick. I want to be that guy.
Hit the money.
Yeah, they did the same shit last
Then
year.
hit the king.
Yeah. They show all the spots in the world where you can attack and blah, blah, blah. Where's the gameplay?
Yeah, they'll probably like have some guy come out and then they'll show gameplay.
Show us.
In Bolivia, the coca leaf is core to the culture. It's found in every gas station, every hospital, and every town square. And they use it for a variety of things, like treating nausea and altitude sickness, to a refreshing energy drink. But it can also be used to make cocaine.
Yes, let's make
So
cocaine.
we asked, what if?
Yep.
What
Coke
if
is good.
a Mexican drug cartel moved in,
itmeJP.
took over the entire country, seized all of those coca resources to become the #1 producer
love cartel
of
games.
cocaine on the planet,
They need to have a ton of cocaine.
effectively turning Bolivia into a narco state. This is the world of Ghost Recon Wildlands. And you? Well, you're the ghosts. The elite spec ops
Do we
drop
do the
deep behind
cocaine?
enemy lines to create chaos.
No,
and
that was Zac
disrupt the
Efron last
alliance
night.
Yeah, we
between a
did.
corrupt
Oh, Zac
local
Efron already
government
did it all?
and the
Shit.
Santa Blanca cartel, ultimately going after their leader, the vicious El Sueño.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
we got to
My
try
name
to
is
get up
Dominic
on the
Butler.
screens. Everyone
I'm the lead
tweet
game
Ubisoft.
designer for Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Include the DFE3 tag.
And it.
And just say cocaine. Just everyone.
Ghost Recon Wildlands is the very first
Hashtag DFE3,
military
we
shooter
want cocaine.
set in a massive,
Do it.
dangerous open
Do
world
it, everybody.
that you can play entirely in
Mike,
solo
please.
or in up to 4-player co-op. With beautiful environments set across a variety of different ecosystems that will challenge and influence your gameplay at every step of the way. All of this takes place in the
need to co-op?
largest action-adventure open world Ubisoft has ever done. Now, in the gameplay we're about to show you, the ghosts already have a target.
Gameplay.
His name is El Pozolero.
Whose mic is that? Is that one of us or is that him?
He's
his,
known
that's
as
his.
the Stew Maker because he makes the
Don't
bodies
forget the hype meter,
disappear.
guys.
Now, the ghosts
it's
know
the
that their
stew maker. He
target
makes
is in a
stews with
large
human
Santa
bodies.
Blanca camp somewhere in the San Mateo province,
He
but
probably
they don't
snorts
know
a lot
where
of
yet
cocaine.
exactly. And because Ghost Recon
the
Wildlands
chopper.
gives you the total freedom of choice to do what you want, when you want, we put the power back in the players' hands to achieve their objectives their way.
Pozolero.
In this case, the ghosts know that their target has some vital intel. They want to take him alive, so they've opted
Guy's
for
got
a
a
tactical
good beard.
extraction.
I'm just going to say that.
Let's
Just
go
leave
get
it
that
alone. We're
intel.
just ending that statement. Good
I'm
beard.
with you.
Here we go. Gameplay. Get ready for the downgrade.
Here we go. The intel we need supposed to be in this Sicario's house. Looks like it's upstairs.
Copy that.
Can nobody just see
Need
him
any
on the
help?
hill? Like,
Nah, I got this.
Okay, I'll take a look around.
Right, let's try to keep it stealthy.
He just fucking wrecked those two guys.
he just went in there guns blazing.
You know, it's nice to see some people get good aim shots.
There's one right there.
After all the missed shots that we've seen at this conference so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in.
Oh, they're doing that.
Oh shit, I've been spotted.
You good?
They're doing
Yeah,
that simulated
got it. Just
thing,
moving upstairs.
like the simulated gameplay.
All right, let's see what we got.
Did they do a division?
Yeah.
Okay, I got the intel on
No
El
one's
Pozolero.
ever
He's
fucking
in a
spoke
camp
like
up in
this in a
San
game.
Mateo.
Ever.
Cool, how far is it?
We could use a ride. You got a car out there?
No, something better.
They talk too proper.
You ready to fly?
See, what that really is nope,
Let's
something
go.
better, and then the helicopter
You got it.
crashes into the building and chops everything up.
That's realistic.
That's realistic.
Switch the bits.
That's cool. Switch to the sniper. What? That was a
According
weird...
to the intel, the camp should be near this cliff. El Pozolero is a high-value target.
This is like the
He's gonna be
division
well
in Bolivia.
protected.
There's a camp. Oh, damn, this one's gonna be tough.
Yeah, we could definitely use some backup on this one.
Hey guys, I just
Hey, you
got
guys
home
need a
from
hand?
work.
Right on time.
Yep.
We're going after El Pozolero. We're at the east of the San Mateo base.
Got it. We are on our way.
We're
Not-
approaching the camp from the west. We'll meet you there.
Copy that.
I'm not kidding though, this looks really cool. Like I'm totally into this.
I hear this El Pozolero guy is supposed to be a hard target.
It's like GTA
bad does it
heists,
look?
but good.
Yeah.
See for yourself.
And honestly, the graphics don't look that good that they're going to be
Damn.
downgraded.
Looks like a whole lot of trouble. Tag the lookout. Can you get him?
Roger that. One less to worry about.
Jesus.
Okay, we're splitting up.
Weaver, can you get to a good sniper position on the south side of the camp? No problem.
I love games
Alrighty,
that
I'm
let
moving
you
in from the
tag
other side.
targets.
Copy
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's the best.
We're moving in from the train
So nice. It's so
east end of the
satisfying to be
camp.
like, I think I got them all.
Yeah, just the idea of tagging is awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, it is looking gameplay-wise a lot like MGS5, like we were saying.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Heads up. Enemy spotted.
I got eyes on a sniper.
Wait for my signal.
Got it.
Now.
Tango down. Let's move.
See, that's the type of shit I want right there.
I want to just say tango down in game to my friends.
Okay, wait a minute. I hear something
You shoot that
inside.
fucker in the head?
Two guys. I got the one on the right. You ready?
Ready.
Go.
Good job.
Okay, I'm gonna deploy the drone and see what's up ahead.
Of course you have a drone. Oh, but it's a flying drone. It's not an RC car.
When you guide it.
I wonder if this is built on the Rainbow Six engine.
Looks like an old town that Santa Blanca's turned into a base. Oh man, there are guards all
I want
over
a
the
game like
place.
this, but as Shadowrun.
Be careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
One down. So far, so
Awesome.
good.
That would be
guys.
All right, let's see what's in this big building. Okay, I got him. Red gloves, gas mask. He's got guards with him.
Got it.
I like how there's just a
And another one down.
Just
Moving through.
hanging out.
casually fucking snorting some coke and just doing up a body.
You
Gotcha.
have to cook on the
Okay,
job.
close to the building. We'll try to find a way in. You saw anything else?
Oh man, I think he was dissolving somebody.
Like in a can of acid or something.
Yeah, looked pretty nasty.
You didn't shoot that guy.
Come on, guys, let's move.
That guy's gonna wake up and find you.
All right, all right. I think I found my spot. Nearly there.
Oh, look at that. He's got the sniper rifle.
Careful. There's more of them the closer you get.
Getting high.
Throw that guy
Only
off. Throw
one
that guy off.
left.
Throw the guy off. Throw it. Push him off. Push him off. Oh, fuck that.
Okay,
Should've
I'm in
thrown
position.
him off.
I have 3 tangos in front of me. Weaver, you think you can help?
I got it.
They're doing a good job of cutting to the different cameras. That's pretty awesome.
Going in.
Don't let this guy get away.
I see him. We'll talk about nightmare fuel.
Call us if you need us.
I've never played with
Don't
a
worry,
group this
man, I got
coordinated
this.
in my life.
Yeah. Usually it's like,
Shit,
guys, I'm gonna
spotted
start my
me.
stream.
Guys, I'm spotted. El Pozolero's running. Going after him. Where is he? Where is he? Get out of the way, man. Okay, he's in a white SUV heading for the east end of the camp. Following on a bike. Got it. I'm moving to intercept.
Oh, wow.
Camp's on full alert, guys. We need to get out of here fast. Shit, hold, get in the car.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Shit, no, he's moving too fast. He went the other way.
Come on, man. Let's go, let's go. Hurry up, the gate's closing.
I am right behind you. Weaver, are you okay?
I'm good.
Frag out. I'm pulling out. Found a bike, guys. I'm on my way.
Hey, watch your fire. We need him alive. I can't get a good shot. This guy's all over the place. Stop moving.
Okay, guys, I'm clear. Out of the camp, on the road. Where are you guys? Let me know you're... Damn, the whole place is going up.
What?
I'm heading for the chopper now.
Silly
Damn, he's
bitches.
trying to ram the car. I gotta hit his engine. No, I'm trying to slow him down.
Help is on the way, guys. I'll run this train.
Oh god, I hit the
Where's the
train.
chopper? Where is it?
How did you
I
die,
found it.
dude? You fucked it up. We gotta start this shit over.
Okay, getting in. I'm in the chopper, coming your way.
Helicopter.
All right, I'm on my way, guys. Hang tight.
Oh, no, 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 no. He's not stopping.
Oh man, come on, come on.
I'm trying.
He's a tough one, this guy, huh?
No, we're not gonna put
That would
him
be
on.
me in the helicopter. and I would just ram the helicopter into the
Oh,
truck.
looks up there,
I
that's
wouldn't
what
try
I'm trying to
to,
do.
I just fucking pulled right into it.
Damn it, he dodged it.
Hang on, guys. I'm nearly there.
Please do that. Please.
Oh, damn it. Okay, I got him. Yes, he stopped.
I'll get him.
Whoa.
Be careful.
Yes.
Ride's here.
How'd you get, buddy?
Still got his glove.
Hurry up, we got cartel reinforcements incoming.
People gloves.
Up you get.
And in you go. Adios. Let's get
What?
the
It
hell
just
out of
said
here.
press
I got
X
him in
to
my
do
line of
action
fire.
impossible?
Hold
What?
off, I gotta fly this thing.
And
We are clear, gentlemen.
Nice work.
That was a tough mission. Oh man, that was close.
That was so tough. You guys want to go get some beers? Do some cocaine?
The ability to fuck up is endless, though.
Guys, you want to try this on hard mode?
Yeah. I think we could do that on hard mode.
Head over to GhostRecon.com right now for all the latest news and gameplay videos. For those of you here at E3, please come by the booth. We've got 4-player co-op demos, and we would love for you to try it. We want to get your feedback. Ghost Recon Wildlands will be released on March 7th, 2017.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Have a great
basically
show.
a year from now.
Yeah. When they're like about to announce a release date with a grin on their face, and then just add 12 months, and you're like,
It's like, fuck you. Why the fuck are you giving us a release date?
yeah.
Crime in the United States is escalating at an alarming pace.
Oh, is this Watch Dogs?
The statistics are staggering.
Oh, it might
Urban
be, huh?
centers are oversaturated with violence. And the wave of criminal activity has overflowed to suburban and rural areas. Dissolution of moral structure, international conspiracies, a multi-billion-dollar drug trade. No one knows the source, and authorities are helpless in stopping this epidemic of crime. Civilization is being pushed to the brink. To stem the rising tide of violence and re-establish order, extreme steps must be taken.
What is
The question becomes,
The Purge, the game.
who will take them?
South Park.
Oh, god damn it!
Can we get some Kappa claps in the chat, please?
Oh my god.
'Cause that was
motherfuckers.
quintessential Ubisoft.
I had the team put together a trailer. We just took some stuff from Snowdrop and said, make a cool trailer, and that's what it puts out. So that's kind of the way that goes. But all that chaos, all that scary stuff is totally true. Thankfully, the Coon is up to the occasion. And who better to defend the town of South Park and really Colorado and really the world than superheroes or kids in superhero costumes. So, like the Coon, I need some help from friends.
I can't believe he could say that.
Please
with a
welcome Trey
straight
Parker
face.
and Matt Stone.
Oh, nice.
Yes, they're back!
Oh, look, a comfy couch. This is sweet.
I had it
Finally,
brought in.
sit down.
I know, it's an exhausting walk all the way from there. So let's talk about the story. Everybody wants to know what's going on in the Fractured But Whole.
Don't know yet.
Yeah,
We're
pretty
working on
soon.
it. Well, it picks up where the Stick of Truth kind of left off. You're the new kid. If you played Stick of Truth, you would know that you're the new kid who moved to South Park. And so the game's really about who you are, and you kind of define who you are in South Park. But whereas the Stick of Truth was like a fantasy send-up, and you end up being the king in the end. And it's like the next day in South Park, and the kids have sort of switched up, and now they're playing superheroes.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, and so we actually have a backstory that the kids have been playing superhero, but they got into a big fight about something, so they're in the Civil War part of their
kind of Civil War.
and in fact, Marvel wanted to call their movie Captain America: The Fractured But Whole, but we had already taken that name, so they had to call their Civil War.
It's true. It's a true story. That's extremely true.
But also, we want to get into who you are as this new kid, and the fact that, in Stick of Truth, you really rose to being cool because you became king. But in this game, they've kind of switched games, and so you're back to being a douchebag again.
Right, so let's see how that douchebag was able to make it into Coon and Friends. Real gameplay.
Dude, what the fuck? Who let this ordinary citizen into the Coon lair? Listen, bro, we are all superheroes and you aren't, so you can't hang out with us. Please do us all a solid and fuck off. Hey! Do not touch that! That device can blow up the entire Milky Way galaxy! Jesus, fuck! Mom! The new kid is trying to play with the cube of ultimate destruction!
You be nice to all your friends, Eric. Be a good sharer.
Good sharer! It'll blow up the fucking galaxies! Stupid bitch! Look, dude, we already told you, you can't play. You aren't a superhero. You don't have a costume. You don't have any superpowers. Freedom Pals are adding people to their franchise. We should be adding people to ours. This dork? Like, wearing a little crown? Does this look like a superhero to you? All right, have a seat, douchebag. Not there. That's Mysterion's seat. Not there either, stupid.
Mysterions.
All right, in order to play superheroes, you have to have a superhero persona. Then you can fill out your character sheet on Coonstagram. Do you have a Coonstagram page? Oh boy, you're not even on Coonstagram, huh? Well, I guess I can create one for you. Fucking unbelievable. Let's see. So the first thing we need to fill out on your character sheet is your class. You know, what kind of superhero are you?
Dude, this is great. This is gonna be a fantastic game.
I'm so
fucking in.
Speedster. Ah, yes, like the Flash or Quicksilver. I like it.
This is gonna be awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
Woo.
That's what I'm thinking. Wow.
It was really important to us to be able to, and you guys, to be able to really create your own superhero. So that you saw on that UI that there are a dozen different superhero classes you can choose from. You mix and match powers from those classes and really make a superhero all your own. But what else is new in the Fractured But Whole?
Well, I mean, that's obviously, I mean,
just like
I mean, it's definitely more of a, there's definitely more of defining your character and kind of, in superhero movies, there's always like the intense emotional center that like motivates why you have to go out and fight crime. So it's a much, as you can already tell, it's a much more spiritual.
It's a more spiritual.
It's more spiritual game. It's much more about.
It's like there's actually a part of it that I'm really proud of, where there's a gay fish in South Park, and he loves fish sticks, and the gay fish actually wants you to help him get his mother into heaven. And so you get to journey up and try to help this little gay fish get his mom into heaven. And you're all acting like this shit's regular.
Shit is hard.
This shit is hard.
It was hard.
I hope you all saw the Kanye thing. It's not gonna make any sense.
If you didn't see the Kanye thing, that won't make
So,
but you also, we you know, Cartman's the one who's kind of in charge of telling each superhero what their tragic backstory was that made them a superhero, and so this is what he comes up with.
Oh God.
Right, let's see it.
Who let this guy join us anyway? Go easy on him, you guys. He's had a tough life, and it's time they learned your tragic backstory. You lay awake that night, like so many other nights. You couldn't sleep because you knew you weren't like the other kids. You walked to the mirror. You looked in the mirror and you felt alone. And that's when it happened. A loud noise. You swore you could hear your mother calling for help. You left your room.
Sorry.
You left your room. Seriously, dude, just walk through the door already? But then you finally reached your parents' door. And what you saw when you opened that door changed your life forever and led you to fighting crime. You were too late, because when you opened that door, you saw your dad fuck your mom. What? Butthole doesn't trust anyone because his dad fucked his mom and he couldn't do anything to stop it.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know. How could the person you trust do that to the only other person you love?
Cartman, everyone's dad fucked everyone's mom.
Huh?
That's how it works, stupid. Our dads fucked our moms.
Oh, right. So does that mean your dad fucked your mom, Cal? Huh?
Yes, my dad fucked my mom. That's why I'm here.
Don't steal his backstory, dude. That's not cool.
I can see there's a lot of people that relate to that story.
Yeah, it's very personal for us, and apparently that does touch a lot of people.
There's very few people that can at least relate to it at some level, except for Jesus. So,
why would you say that?
I got that one out. So obviously that's pretty brutal. We've got another thing in South Park that's brutal, our combat, and we worked on that a lot together.
Yeah, the combat system is much improved from Stick of Truth, and it's a superhero game, so the combat is definitely the centerpiece.
It was actually pretty cool because us and the guys from UBISOFT, we'd come down and talk about what this game would be, and we'd go back to my house afterwards and play board games, because I'm a big board gamer. So we'd play all like my favorite board games and tabletop miniature type of games and figure out how to, we still wanted to keep some of the turn-based stuff because it really makes it easier to do story, and so we just tried to do a big 4.0 version of Stick of Truth.
Right, I mean, all of those sessions, it's a lot of real clarity that comes from that. So what we ended up putting in is they'll combat space and time. So let's talk about it. First, let's talk about space. You're not restricted to a location anymore.
Oh, shit.
Now you can move to get into tactical positions on your enemies. Ooh. You can also move to get behind cover.
South Park meets XCOM.
You can push and pull enemies, but they can also do it to you. You can knock them into props and get a little extra damage. You can knock them into other characters and get an extra attack.
This is really cool.
You
Dude,
can
this
use
is
some
so
of your powers
smart,
like
man.
tweak here to get over obstacles.
Of course
So
you're
obviously,
fighting.
using space makes a big difference.
Bro, it's his fucking ultimate.
Totally realistic. Next up is time. In the first game, your farts were legendary. Now your farts are so powerful that you can use them to rip the fabric of time itself.
It's like Ghost Recon.
So, you can use that to rearrange the turn order. Mastering space and time makes a huge difference. I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. Let's bring it out with big volume.
It gets loud too. Yeah, it's a loud game.
Dude, that game's gonna be so good.
Cannot wait for that one, man.
So then we did all that, and now we do the business part.
The business part? Oh, awesome. What's that part?
It's obviously been an amazing game for us to work on, and I think both of our teams have been having a ton of fun. And we're almost done, and now we have some exciting news for our South Park fans before we go.
Nudes.
Anyone who buys the Fractured But Whole will get the Stick of Truth for PS4, Xbox One, and Steam for free. If you pre-purchase the game today,
If you actually haven't played the
pre-purchase the
Stick
game
of
today,
Truth,
Fractured
it's
But Whole that
100%
is, and you
worth
can
it.
start playing Stick of
Yeah.
Truth right away. So check out our
Amazing.
website and for information and about our participating retailers. Right?
Yep.
Cool.
Sounds great.
You don't want to do
So,
God,
we
you know,
made
I
a
never
trailer
finished
if
it.
you want to see
I
it.
should just like sit down and finish that game.
Sort of shows what the boys are fighting about that was the
And it
Civil
gets so
War
much better at
Fractured
the
But
end.
Whole part of it.
People want to know the release date probably too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
what is the
think it
release
is? What do you think it is?
I'm putting my money on December 6th.
No, reload shock.
The Fractured But Whole will be released on December 6th.
Nice.
That's it.
There it is. Thank you.
Thanks everybody. Enjoy this trailer.
Dude, I can't wait. That's gonna be so funny. Oh, here's the trailer.
Why did we choose this life? Why did we become superheroes? We dedicate our lives to fighting crime for one reason: to make $1 billion on a superhero franchise. Now let's go through the plan one more time. First, we start with the Coon movie. Then we do the Super Craig movie. Then Super Craig and Coon will join forces in the Human Kite movie, just as we start ramping up Kenny's Netflix series. How come I have to have the Netflix series? I want a movie too. You have a movie, Mysterion. You're in the third Coon and Friends United movie, after your Netflix series. Yeah, but he's saying he doesn't ever get his own movie. Do I get my own movie? Not everyone gets their own movie.
This franchise plan sucks. If we want to make billions of dollars, then I think we should start with the Tupperware movie.
Right, start with a black superhero. Marvel is making a black superhero movie.
Yeah, now? They waited years to get to that. We follow their plan. We do all the real people first, and we sneak the black guy in phase 3.
How about we just do movies starring all of us, like all the time?
But then we're just rehashing the same old material.
There's nothing wrong with doing the exact same movie to start a franchise.
Okay, J.J. Abrams.
Okay, so you're on Cartman's side?
He just likes this plan because he gets 2 movies in phase 1.
God! We have to just go with this plan. We don't even have one movie yet.
How did it get to this? How did we grow so far apart?
You go with the plan. Maybe we'll just go and do our own franchise.
Yeah.
Oh, you want Civil War? Is that what you want? Yeah, dude, it's Civil War. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get out of my house.
We'll make way more money on our franchise.
Go ahead. I bet you don't even get halfway through phase 1 on your franchise, DC Comics.
I thought Civil War wasn't supposed to happen until phase 3.
Shut up, Super Craig.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Great.
I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice.
Did I just hear someone use a microaggression?
Jesus Christ, dude. I cannot wait.
Oh, he's crying, bro.
That's gonna
If
be
you
so
have been
fucking
playing that
good.
drinking game at home, you probably fell asleep on your computer. And now we move from the flatulent, prepubescent superheroes of South Park to the snowy post-pandemic streets of New York in Tom Clancy's The Division.
Oh,
Thanks to all of you out there, The Division broke records when it launched earlier this year, and today more than 10 million of you have spent up to 3 hours a day hitting a steady supply of high-value targets and trying to get your hands on the best loot in the Dark Zone. Well, here to tell us more about what's new in The Division, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Julian Garrity, Creative Director from Massive Entertainment. Hey, how's it going, Julian? Welcome. All right.
Thank you. And thank you for wearing those shoes.
I like to make everybody
I'm not
feel...
actually that short.
No, you're actually taller than me without these shoes on. I'm sorry.
I'll go with it. Wow. And thanks to all the Division players out there who are so passionate about our game.
Yeah, it's a cool ass game. And you guys have been adding all kinds of new stuff to the game since it debuted. We heard just a little while ago about the Underground, so do you want to tell us more about what's going on with that?
Absolutely. So, in Underground, you and your team will be fighting against a dangerous threat hidden beneath the streets of New York City. And every time you play, the challenge is unique. That means endless replayability and even better rewards the further you go.
Okay, so, I mean, one of the coolest things about this game is it is open world, it is so robust, and you're making it more robust all the time. So are you going to tell us when we're going to get this new content, or do I just have to start taking bets? I know, okay. I'm big and I'm also pushy.
Yes.
I agree.
Underground will be out June 28th on Xbox One and PC, and August 2nd on PS4. And this is just one of the updates we'll be releasing this year. Because for the Division team, this is a long-term commitment. We love this world, you love this world, and we're going to keep on making it better for you.
That's awesome. I mean, you know, I've been in love with this game since you guys first debuted it on one of the shows that I hosted, and I'm really, really excited about it.
Cool. And that's not the only thing we're going to tell you about today. We've got a little surprise for you. To celebrate Ubisoft's 30th birthday, we're giving our fans 3 exclusive outfits to use in-game. Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six, and Splinter Cell.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
You get an outfit. You get an outfit. Chad, you get the 3 outfits. Good for you, Chad. So, if you're a member of Ubisoft Club, all of these outfits will be free for you with the release of Underground.
It's like smushing 2 or 3 or 4 games together that you love.
Don't tell the other teams.
I don't know, I have a lot of feelings.
They let us do this, but they're not
I love it. Well, I'm super stoked about running around Manhattan in trifocal goggles without getting arrested like I typically do. So we've got Underground, we've got dope new outfits. More?
We've got one more expansion to talk to you about today. In it, you'll struggle to find meager supplies in New York and fight to survive in some of the most brutal weather conditions imaginable. It's a completely new way of playing the game, and you'll be able to play it very soon. Even sooner
Oh shit, they're
if you're
throwing
on
me
Xbox
out,
One
Dodger.
or PC.
Help!
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's JP.
this
Oh, God.
is survival.
Shouldn't have said anything.
That's the first time they started doing the Powered by Snowdrop thing.
The blizzard was getting worse, but we had to investigate the rumors of a cure.
They forget the explosions.
That's DLC.
Oh, okay.
The storm took everything.
This is such a weird game to show because
no food,
none of
no
this
water,
actually impacts the
temperature
game.
dropping.
It's all of the small little patch notes that's gonna fucking affect the game. So it's like I don't know. It's weird when you get an expansion like this.
Over here.
We are not alone out here.
Come on, man. Yeah.
In this world, it's hunter against prey.
Go, go, go! He's out!
Hey, they're killing the division. Look.
The division's dead.
It's dead, you guys.
The storm doesn't care if you live or die.
Or hack, apparently.
We got a hacker.
But some of us will survive.
Best part about that trailer was the music.
Yeah. What? Just another humanoid. Like I can't get excited about that game because you only fight other humans.
But think of it this way: that guy has a mask on that looks like maybe it would take a couple bullets to get through
VR
it.
is the perfect technology for making gaming more accessible.
That was a 0
And
HP.
Ubisoft Montreal's Funhouse team built a game that just about everyone is going to know how to play the minute they put on their headsets. So here to take us into the world of Eagle Flight, please welcome
Eagle
creative
Flight,
director Charles Houteau, along with two huge fans of the game, Palmer Luckey, inventor and founder of Oculus, and Jason Holtman, head of publishing at Oculus VR.
I guess it's an Oculus title.
Great job.
Where you fly?
Look at him wearing his. Yeah, you do fly. Look at his sandals.
I am very excited to show you the
Killing it.
and even more excited to have you guys to play with us.
Thanks for having us. We're huge fans of Eagle Flight. It's very, very
What is
intuitive
being set
game,
up on the table?
and the flight mechanic is super innovative, and it gives you that real freedom of flying in VR. But most of all, it's just super fun, and by super fun, I mean I can beat Palmer almost every time I play.
That's not true. But I mean, we've been playing this game for months at Oculus, and we've been getting pretty good at it. And so this is a really good chance for us to come and show everybody that we can beat you guys at your own game.
Yeah. Let's see what you got, Palmer.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, this should show well. Let's see how they do
Hello,
this.
everyone. My name's Carsten
like?
Myhill, and I'm going to talk you through, for the first time ever at E3, a
love
live
that they got a British
PvP
guy
demo
for this.
in VR. It's called Capture the Prey, and 2 teams of 3 will battle it out in the skies over Paris. Over here, we have the blue team, resplendent in their Hawaiian shirts, led by Palmer Luckey, Olivier, and Vicky, and the red team, led by Jason Holtman, with his 2 wingmen, Andre and Charlie. The rules are simple. It's a capture the flag game.
Get it.
And we will play best of 3.
Fuck my life.
So if we're ready to go, let's fly.
Boo.
Capture the flag in VR. I'm interested.
So we can see the first location
Those
of
are
the
giraffes.
prey, right there at the foot of the Eiffel Tower. And they have to take it to the nest to score a point. It's a bit like football. They have to work as a team, taking the object and bringing it to a goal. All right, maybe not the greatest analogy in the world, but you get the idea. Teamwork is key to succeeding in this game. Paris has been reclaimed by nature. We can see the Champ de Mars overrun now with beautiful trees and undergrowth and nature and the escaped animals from the zoo, like those giraffes over there. Olivier has the rabbit and is making his way over to the nest right now. He's trying to stay low, using shortcuts, weaving in and out of the trees, taking little alleyways and tunnels wherever he can.
This just doesn't show well.
Trying to stay out of sight of his opponents.
Why is this a VR
trying
game?
to shoot him.
We're looking at fixed images of head capture.
Oh, and he's been hit by Andre.
I bet in VR this
And the
feels
rabbit is
amazing.
down.
Oh, yeah.
I may have
Charlie's
missed
got
it,
it.
but are they controlling the movement with
So
the
the red
controller,
team in
or where they're
possession.
looking?
With their controller, I think.
So-
They never really said.
Oh, no.
Because they're going up and
Killed
down
by
as
Vicky.
well.
It'd be
Who's
cool
gonna
if they
pick
could
it
just
up?
like
They're not
turn
far from
their
the nest
head
now.
and look behind them and stuff.
That's
while
what I
they're-
was thinking.
And it's Olivier for the blue team.
There's a fixed reticule though, so it's like, how would you turn your head and?
There's the nest. Are blue going to score first? Yes, they are. 1-0 to the blue team.
So they just
Yeah,
made
well
a
done.
game that's in.
Okay, remember, it's best of three,
I
so
don't
the
know.
red team need to score to stay in the contest.
This looks like a VR
Oh,
tech demo.
Vicky
This
with an
doesn't look like
amazing
a
steal
game.
and then flew right into the line of sight of Andre, who took it from her. Into the tunnels, utilizing gusts of winds and
That's the point of
thermals
VR,
to get
right?
the
To be
speed
able to like
boost.
immerse yourself, look around you.
Andre looks like he's got a bit of a free run at the moment.
Oh, who's chasing me down right now? You can't see anything.
Well, that's not true. They have
Someone's
like
shooting at him, though.
the sort of. I can't remember what the term
Andre
is.
staying low, Jason
They-
being
Look how
wingman, backing
stupid
him up.
everyone looks.
Over to the
game where you're like
Pantheon there.
looking at your character from an angle.
Great kill by
Right,
Jason
right.
on Olivier.
Look around.
But Andre has it for the red team, 1-1. Well done. Don't high-five each other, that's not going to work.
I love
Okay,
that
the final
everyone's head is
location is
just
right
like-
there at the top of the Eiffel Tower. Don't ask me how the rabbit got up there. It's an extremely exposed position. We'll see them shooting at each other as they head up to try and get that final rabbit to win the game.
Yeah!
Palmer with a kill, good
It
work.
looks like they do steer.
And
with
Andre's
looking,
down, great shot.
Based on
Vicky
how
taking
dumb
him
they
out
all
there.
look when they.
Yeah.
Vicky inside.
To show what everybody
I think
looks
the
like.
reticle is always there in the center, but they're constantly
Utilizing
moving.
the thermals.
That
Watching
looks
someone
cool.
play this game look like an acid head of a Grateful Dead.
But Jason, when the rabbit gets the final score,
You literally just yell at another person to
Vicky
kill
with
them.
the steal.
Yeah, you scream. Or you caw. They look so stupid. That's a gift.
Look at how dumb
That's
they
going to be a
look.
famous
Okay,
gift
Jason,
from the
to get to that
Z3 right
final
there.
nest.
I love it. Just keep showing us them. For the first time, I'm like,
Not
please
far to go
don't
now.
have us full screen. I want to always be watching them.
Andre with it for the red team. Taken out just at the final moment. And the blue team with the steal right at the end to win the game. Well done, blue team.
I don't even know what just happened. But
Sorry guys,
soon
gonna
by
have to stop
yeah,
now.
sports.
For those of you here, you can come to the Ubisoft booth and the Oculus booth to try it out yourselves. So we'd love to come and see you down there. Thanks very much. Have a great E3.
All right. Thanks to Palmer and Jason, Charlie, and of course the entire dev team. I actually got to play an early version of this game last year here at E3, and I'm not going to lie to you, it was like super alpha, and I peed a little. Like it wasn't even very good, and it was awesome. So this is going to be incredible. I really encourage you to check it out. Eagle Flight is going to be on Oculus Rift and all the other VR platforms this fall, and it is playable this week at the Ubisoft and Oculus booths. So get down there and do it. Now that we've seen some flying raptors soaring through abandoned city streets, it's time to ascend a bit higher in elevation. So please welcome Ubisoft Red Storm's David Votipka.
What is Red Storm working on? I forget. I don't know what this is.
At Ubisoft, VR is about more than just technology. It's about creating games that just weren't possible before, and exploring new worlds with friends without ever having to leave your living room. It's about fully immersing yourself in these worlds and going places and becoming people and doing things that you otherwise could not do. Today, VR is all about opening up the final frontier.
Oh my God, this is the Star Trek fucking VR game.
Oh,
my
shit.
God. This is the
Really?
four-player one?
Is it
Yeah, the
really?
4-player Star Trek, yes. This was rumored. I saw all the information about this. This is gonna fucking
Oh
be
my
crazy.
God, this sounds. Holy fuck, you're right.
Captain's log. Stardate 2016.165.
This is like
Starship USS Aegis is
perfect
preparing for her
VR
maiden voyage. We've gathered some of the most decorated officers in the Federation to test her limits and to prove her place among
This is VR
Starfleet's
porn.
finest ships. We're en route to a secret testing
Everyone's
facility.
nerding out right now.
Proceeding to our destination at maximum warp. This is amazing!
Wow.
Absolutely astonishing. When I walked in, I really wasn't sure what I was actually
my
walking
God.
into. This is
fucking Jordy.
very cool.
Oh,
if I
this
could
is
have
awesome.
imagined what I
My
would
girlfriend
have
should see
wanted
this.
the
Dude,
Star
Shannon's
Trek
gonna be
VR
freaking
game
out
to be,
right now.
this is it. This is
Hold on, I gotta
what we've
tell
been
them
waiting
what.
for.
Holy crap, this is amazing.
I mean, it really is breathtaking. That was an extraordinary experience to be fully encompassed in a world.
Whoa, not into that. You're interacting with each other and you're talking to each other and you're taking orders from the captain and I mean, it's really cool.
So there's captain, helm, piloting the ship, tactical, and the engineer routing power and charging warp coils.
I'm feeling pressure already. I'm feeling nervous now.
So
All right,
that's what
shields
those
up.
panels are for.
Prepare warp. Take us out.
Yes, Captain.
Co-op gameplay is not new. I mean, you know, we can play games with our friends, but there's something different about being in a shared virtual environment.
Hearing who you're playing with, you can look over and see the person
I gotta
and see
mute the
them doing
mics
their
on
job and
stage.
talk to them.
Double.
The team does not succeed unless everybody does their job well.
Ship decloaking, activating shields.
Okay, shields up.
Shields up.
I really did not want to lower the shields while we were under attack. I was very impressed by LeVar playing that game today. He really had the language of Star Trek down.
And they are transporting, Captain.
It was like, yes, this makes you push the buttons.
I will say I nailed being the engineer.
It's the kind of game you need to launch VR with.
That doesn't sound good.
It's a Klingon. Red alert.
Preparing to warp.
We're under attack. We have been waiting in anticipation for so long for the technology of virtual reality to catch up with where we imagine we should be and where we all want to go. Line us up for warp, please.
We have full power.
Hanson, as soon as you can get us the hell out of here, I'd be most grateful.
This was really incredible.
Hold us down to 20%. Come on, y'all. Punch it. As soon as you can. Here we go. It's your own Star Trek experience in a virtual world where you can hang out with whoever you want. And that's a pretty good deal.
Oh my God, I'm so excited about this game.
That looks really awesome.
Everyone's nerding out. That looks like a lot of fun.
As long as you can play online with other people.
Guys, Ubisoft is bringing you
what I
the
was about to
first
say,
ever
JP.
Star Trek VR game. As you can see, it's amazing, and you heard it here first, unless, of course, you heard it from the reporter who leaked it on Reddit. You know what you can suck a bag of. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the man who was rocking a VR headset way before VR even existed, Mr.
Hype meter,
LeVar
man.
Burton.
Yeah, it was up to like 2,500.
I will say I don't like how like all the VR
This is
games
so
are doing
exciting.
cartoony stuff.
This is happening, this is
Well,
happening.
it's because they can't
This is
push the
happening.
graphics because
Okay.
they have to render it twice, so like the machines can't handle it yet.
So it looks
Yeah.
like Ubisoft got some of the old Trek band back together. I mean, like all of the old Trek bands and the new ones back together. So I have two questions for you. First of all, I know you have my email, so why no invite? But we'll talk about that after. And how did the game compare to being on the actual Enterprise?
So here's the thing, right? We
Lyric just
use our
tweeted
imagination
Pele.
so much, right? When you're on the set, yeah, you guys know that. When you're operating the console, it's really not connected to anything. You knew that, right?
You're breaking all our hearts
I know,
right now.
I know. But here's the thing. You don't have to imagine in this game. You are existing in a completely rendered environment. You are on the bridge of a starship and you're with your friends.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
It's so amazing. So what was it like working with that particular crew? All of you having had real enterprise experience. I know I can't let go of the fact that it's not real. Okay, yeah, I know.
But it feels real.
Yeah.
I mean, it felt real to us when we were doing it. Look, playing with Carl and Jerry was amazing because, you know, we have this special bond that just like you will with your friends when you play. And here's the thing. We really had to work together to accomplish the mission. And what's more Star Trek than that? I mean, you can play as the engineer, or you can drive the ship, you can be tactical, or you can be the captain, but no one position is more important than any other. Everybody has to do their level best in order to get the job done, and that's at the core of what Star Trek has always been about for me.
Right, and what people love about cooperative gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you were Jordy LaForge, you were the engineer.
Yes.
But in the game, you got to be the captain. So what did that feel like?
Well, I told the guys at Red Storm that I was not going to shave my head for the privilege, and so they said fine. For me, it took a minute for me to get acclimated because it was weird how I just sort of slipped into Jordy. It was like that skin, I just like put it right back on again. The lingo, the rhythm, the technobabble, it all, started clicking in, coming back. But I'm used to like responding to an order and not initiating the orders. So I had to engage. That's how we start this thing. So
right.
It took a moment, but I got the hang of it, and it's such a blast. I think that they really nailed it. The graphics, everything, it's so beautiful, but you will forget all of that.
Right.
Because the gameplay is so engaging.
God, it's so cool.
It's
well,
awesome.
I can't wait to
Pretty
play
sure I
this
can
game,
listen to him talk
preferably at
about
your house.
anything.
Yes.
Well,
you can come over and then we can play. We can play with like Brent
He's so
and Jonathan
emotive, dude.
Frakes
Oh,
and
come
Michael
on.
Dorn.
What are you doing to
right?
my feelings right now?
No. Won't that be cool though?
Yes, it would be cool. Yeah. I don't want to burst into tears in the middle of this conference, so I'll just cry it out with you after. But thank you so much for talking about
My
this
pleasure.
with us today.
My
and
pleasure.
You are dismissed.
But you can't dismiss me unless you outrank me.
It's very clear that I don't rank you by like many levels, so I will just say, make it so, number one.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Oh my God. Guys, LeVar Burton, everybody.
Larry deleted his tweet, dude.
Yeah, that's actually like pretty fucking turns out.
Okay, so we've all
Wait, what did he
imagined
tweet
ourselves
out? I
on
missed
that
that.
bridge. Now
LeVar-
you get to do
LeVar
it.
came
We're going to
out,
have
he
Star Trek
tweeted
Bridge
Pele.
Crew at the Ubisoft
Oh,
booth, and
God.
of course when it comes out this fall on all major VR systems.
What? Oh. I didn't know what was happening. Is this Beyond Good and Evil 2?
There were no signs. It came without warning.
Nope. What the fuck is this? Black and white too? What the fuck is going on?
Your Honor? No. Quake? Good one, Co.
Dude, this looks insane.
It's a VR, right?
Is it VR? I don't think so.
Doom came to us all.
Just a Dark Souls? What?
The desperate few struggled to survive.
The Vikings for For Honor?
I think it is For Honor.
Oh, maybe it is For Honor. Yeah, like the Vikings.
Oh, it is, yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, Lady Knight coming in.
That's awesome.
had a chance for peace. But desperation and trust are seldom allies. So began a millennium of conflict.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nice transition.
Oh, yeah.
A 1,000 years of war. The greatest warriors the world has ever known. The reason they fight, lost to the ages. And yet, here they still stand, searching for a sign of peace. I will show them.
Damn.
I am Apollyon.
What?
I bring war.
I like this.
Damn, dude, that was great.
Okay, interesting. I love this guy with his fucking cane.
Dude, he's always so intense.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Desperation drives us to war. It is trust that can end it. Apollyon and her Blackstone legions crave a world where trust is impossible, and the wolves among us can roam free. I'm Jason Vandenberg. I'm the creative director on For Honor. Last year, in our multiplayer reveal, we gave you the chance to experience our new melee combat system, the art of battle. Now, we welcome you to the world of For Honor. In our campaign, be knighted. Join the Blackstone legions to drive your enemies from your lands. As a samurai, unite your people to prevent a civil war and restore the prestige of the empire. And as a Viking, well, I think it's better to just show you. Huh? I'd like you to meet our game director on For Honor, Roman
I thought they were going to bring out an
Castellariola. Come on
actual
out,
Viking.
Yes.
We went back in time
My brother.
and got a Viking.
This guy's like Metzen worthy the way he talks.
You
He's awesome.
are the raider. In the aftermath of war, your people were starving. You brought them back. Now, your fleet sails for the lands of the samurai in seeking plunder and glory.
So good. He's so good.
Dude, that guy's so fucking good.
Apollyon's war had taken us to the edge of extinction.
And that double.
Is he the narrator
But
too?
that raider
Maybe.
reminded us of who we are. We would raid, but not Apollyon. Not yet. But they knew we were coming.
Damn.
That was awesome.
Rise!
this is in game, I think.
Yeah.
This is actually.
I welcome you all.
I didn't even know there was like a campaign for like single player stuff.
Yeah, no one did.
The gates of that
crazy.
fortress hadn't worked for a century. All we had to do was get through them.
AoE, boys.
That wall was the only way forward.
Get over here! Call the rope launchers!
Ropes! Grapples! Here!
Go! Lead the climb!
That arrow's flying as he's climbing its maiden.
One warrior made it to the top. One would be enough.
I like the narration.
Yeah, me too.
It reminds me of Bastion a little bit. Oh, someone's going into those. Yep.
I like how there's real enemies and then just like fodder enemies for cool attacks.
Totally.
Yeah.
Very Dynasty Warriors in that way.
It just makes you feel like a badass. Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
People are loving it over there.
The raider got us inside that fort.
Now we have them!
Fucking weather effects and shit.
He's what?
Weather effects and stuff. It's so good.
Yeah. Now he's gonna fight a real samurai though.
Savage! My fortress is lost. My soldiers slaughtered. Soon, I will join them. You open the gate. Now, you will pay!
Dude, that's a big ass sword.
Yeah, it's huge. It's so long.
It's getting wrecked.
God mode on?
Oh shit.
I really wish I knew what all these little pretty things meant.
Oh.
That raider showed us what Viking fury could do. The Great Raid, they would call it. And it had begun.
That game looks pretty good. I like that they're adding a single player component too, so it's not just multiplayer.
Good for Roman. Jason Vandenberg. If you are looking for something to give that very special someone in your life, For Honor will be available on Valentine's Day. Yeah, sweet, it's a nice gesture. What could be more romantic than dinner, drinks, and an all-night bender of epic warfare? Either you'll bond forever, or she'll move out in the morning. And if you're in LA, come by the Ubisoft booth to play For Honor. Now, for those of you watching at home, head to forhonorgame.com to register for the very next alpha that will come very soon, all right? Now, here to talk about catapulting of a completely different kind, please welcome producer at Ubisoft Reflections, Pete Young.
So, did anyone ever play Grow Home?
I don't think so.
It was a really good game. And that's what this is based
At
off of.
Ubisoft, we get to tell all kinds of stories.
I think it was Grow Home.
Like how we can go from a massive AAA game like For Honor to, well, to a wobbly red robot in a small experimental game. Last year, we surprised you and ourselves with Grow Home, the story of our little robot bud learning how to experience the world around him. And today, I'm really excited to announce that bud is back. And this time, he's not just growing home, he's growing up.
This game is really fucking cool.
I did play it.
Aw, look at him!
In Grow Up, Bud will take his first stumbling steps without the watchful eye of Mom, and you'll get to stretch your acrobatic skills across an entire planetary playground. Not only can you forget your words, not only can you ride the giant star plants, but you can throw down seeds and use plants to bounce, shoot, and catapult yourself to new heights, all the way to the moon. We want you to help Bud grow up this August on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Thank you, and enjoy E3.
Pete, your accent is so adorable, you could forget to say anything at all and just turn those vowels into words way up. There were like 18 A's in that word. You're awesome. Now, at its core, Ubisoft is a creative company with an independent spirit, and support for innovative projects is a part of its DNA. But every once in a while, that DNA mutates slightly, and this happens.
Is this new IP?
Here are the Ubisoft Creative Director Tag Team Champions.
Wait, is this Trials?
Evelyn Solo and Dean Evans.
What the fuck?
What in the hell?
Is this supposed to be them like making fun of esports? Everyone in the crowd's just like, what the fuck?
Thank you. Thank you.
I really want that outfit.
Oh my God, what did I come back to?
We don't know.
So I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Is this Vape Nation?
Hello.
Are we in it?
I'm Antti Levasso, the creative director
I'm ready.
of Trials and also president of Finland.
I think it's the new Trials game. He said, these guys are crazy.
What are they wearing?
Hello. I'm Dean Evans, creative director of the original Blood Dragon and advocate of world peace.
Trials and Blood Dragon made baby together.
That's right, Auntie. And this horrible problem child is being delivered right now. Now.
Okay. This looks cool.
Rex, Power Cult, and Dr. Darling are back. This time with their two Cyber Commando kids, Roxanne and Slater. Play as the ralliest mean teens this side of Mars and defy gravity on your ultimate Dragon Slayer cyber bikes. Protect America with freedom flips that ride on the ridiculous roller coaster of righteousness. Grapple and spin all over the planet. Use guns to shoot cyborgs, communist aliens, and giant ancient Dragon Balls! Space is the place, and the action is in your face! Ride through loops, hoops, and multiple dimensions into the future. Come fight Vietnam War forward! Together, forever, today! Trials of the Blood Dragon!
They're just straight up. Yeah, they're just like, fuck it. We don't know. Just combine the two names. I don't give a fuck.
Combine the names.
Nothing like an 8-bit title to get you excited. As you can tell, this game is a beast, and in case you didn't get the incredibly subtle messaging in that video, it is out now on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Well, actually, it's almost out now. We didn't want anybody sprinting off to chase blood dragons while we were still here on stage, so the game will be released as soon as this conference ends, about 30 minutes from now.
That's cool.
Calm yourselves and just take comfort in the fact that apparently LMFAO is back together, guys, so that was nice. All right. Guys, never knew they were white. Guys, this is Ubisoft. And there is, yes it is, my friends, and there is no UBE3 experience without a deep dive into Assassin's Creed. You know this, and I know this. And this year is special because Assassin's Creed is about to go super multi-platform.
I called it.
Here to talk about the upcoming Assassin's Creed movie. Please join me in welcoming legendary movie producer Frank Marshall.
They couldn't get Fassbender. They got some fucking producer. I hope this movie's good. I know it's not going to be, though.
Frank, thank you so much for coming today.
Great
now,
to be
in
here.
case, I'm excited to have you. In case people don't know, you have worked on some of the hugest films and film franchises that have ever existed in our history. Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, the Bourne films, Jurassic World. So what drew you specifically to this project?
Well, I mean, it's kind of simple. I'm always looking for a good story. And I thought that the Assassin's Creed universe really had all the elements that could make a great movie. So it was kind of our goal as the filmmakers to take these elements and stay respectful to the franchise and the DNA of the brand and bring something new to the franchise that could be experienced in movie theaters. So we have a new story. We have a new hero, dynamic supporting
players and characters. So we kind of mixed a little bit of the old up and the familiar with a new element.
And this is such a storied franchise. There is so much to draw from. I think everybody is super stoked to see that Michael Fassbender is playing in the lead role.
Great
Yes.
cast.
Yeah,
Great
it's
cast.
an incredible cast all around. What can you tell us about what went into making this film?
Well, it's really kind of a massive production. We shot in 3-4 different countries. Obviously, there's an historical aspect to the story where we go back in time, just like in the game. But we really wanted to get the right team to put together the movie, and we started with our director, really esteemed, fantastic director named Justin Kurzel, who had just worked with Mr. Fassbender on Macbeth. And he's really a true visionary who understands the best elements of the game and how to translate them into the movie. Then we assembled a team of really incredibly talented people to surround him with and create the world, and using these real locations, and a team of stunt experts to take us into the parkour and the elements that you're going to see in the film.
Yeah, I mean, that's such an integral part of this world, is the physical aspect of this
Right,
game, and
right,
trying
and
to
there's
replicate that in the real world had to be a
Exactly.
challenge.
We've got the best in the world at doing those different kinds of stunts and those different kinds of elements.
So, given all of that, what do you think people are going to be most excited about seeing when they see Assassin's Creed on the big screen?
Well, I think there's a lot to look forward to. But really, it's the multi-layered mythology that we have that comes from the game, and the kind of putting you into the story. We have a real story, and it has an arc that goes all the way to the end, and you're being able to have that same wish fulfillment that you have in the game of being able to see the world through the lives and the ancestors, through the genetic memory that our character has.
That's incredible. I mean, I think people already imagine themselves in this role. So to kind of write it large and bring people in is an interesting challenge, but obviously a really great opportunity. Now, this is E3, so people are expecting huge reveals. We want secrets, we want dirt. What magical things can you reveal to us about them?
tell you
Nothing. Come
anything,
on,
no.
Frank.
No,
I'm gonna
no,
wrestle
no.
you.
Actually, I'm excited because I can show you a little bit more than anybody here has seen already. So we're going to have an exclusive video that gives you a sneak peek behind the curtain.
Well, this is going to get claimed on YouTube in about 3 seconds.
To making this film,
Yeah.
As well
I don't
as
even know if I want to show this on this
before
vlog.
footage from the movie. So we're going to roll that video very soon. As soon
Yeah,
as you
we
give
are,
the
yeah.
word,
as
right?
As soon as I throw it. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
My pleasure.
Assassin's Creed is going to be in theaters December 21st. So play a lot of Assassin's Creed before then, so it's all inside of you when you go to see the movie. And now, for your viewing enjoyment, I present Mr. Michael Fassbender.
The assassins are fighting for free will, and their main rivals are Templars. And Templars are trying to enhance humankind through science.
I think Assassin's Creed has a really deep concept and idea, which is going back into time and having some sort of relationship with the ancestor that's come before you. The overall journey of the film is through the eyes of our protagonist, that Michael Fassbender's playing.
What do you want from me?
Your past.
He starts to learn that he comes from a lineage of assassins.
He realizes the true history of himself, and he creates a kind of revolution.
We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins.
Michael is one of the greatest actors of his generation, and there's many other strong characters in the film.
Assassin's Creed universe is a cinematic experience. The action sequences are massive.
I just want it to be an unbelievable ride.
You have to show him who he really is.
I'm gonna go see it. It doesn't look half bad.
Dude, I think that movie looks great.
Yeah.
I'm super jazzed to see it.
I feel exactly the
It's
same
got an
way.
amazing fucking cast.
I think we've all imagined ourselves in that role over the years we've played the game, but I can't think of a better choice than Fassbender. He's super hot. Really looking forward to the assassin getting naked. All right. Just me? Okay. Now for our next game. Oh, all right. Okay.
Your freedoms can only be protected if democracy thrives. The corporate interests are rigging the elections. Your elections.
Well said,
Your
well
favorite
said.
social media giant, Invite, knows everything about you. And they're manipulating your feed to tailor your opinion to their interests. They are fooling you into voting for their puppet, Congressman Mark Russ. Invite wields the single most powerful population control tool ever created. Defend democracy. Help us tear down Invite. Lend us your processing power by downloading our app, and together, we will expose Congressman Thruss. Join us. We are DedSec.
Graphics look pretty good.
Yeah, they look really nice before the game comes out.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, and welcome into the San Francisco Bay Area, the birthplace of the tech revolution and Watch Dogs 2's new playground. This time, you will join DedSec, a hacker group rebelling against an establishment that uses technology to take away our freedom. You are Marcus Holloway, a brilliant young hacker on a mission to take back control from
You
this
also a
establishment.
parkour person? What the fuck?
Now we all live in a hyper
No one jumps off of buildings like that.
Everything we use,
Look at those two dogs.
and every one of us is connected through technology. From the perspective of a hacker, this world is filled with opportunities. So in Watch Dogs 2, everything around you can be hacked in creative ways.
Wait, what?
Act.
Oh.
You can also profile, manipulate, and hack everyone.
He has just the worst problem with H's.
And you're not alone. You can seamlessly encounter other DedSec hackers. And now, getting into co-op has never been simpler.
Oh, hi.
But for now, let's deal with Invite, a social media giant that's just been exposed by DedSec.
So, well, never mind. We'll talk about it after.
But we just promised them a lid open on Invite
And we'll deliver. Have faith, sister.
Sure, if we can find evidence that Invite's manipulating social media to help.
Wrench, where you at, man?
Scouting Congressman Dipshit's apartment from the roof next door. Oh, we fucked up his fundraiser. Almost everyone's gone. Come on, get over here.
Okay, people, this is strictly by the book. Don't paint outside the lines and stay frosty.
Fuck you. Just get in there and find some rusty nails.
He says as he steals a car.
On my way.
The
Look,
Bay
just
Area
don't
is filled
attract
with
any
stories
attention.
You can choose to
Don't worry
explore.
about it.
But for now, let's just check what happens when DedSec infiltrate the politician's penthouse to find evidence that Invite might have helped him rig the election.
Yo, Prince. Captain Dipshit lives over there.
Yo, check it out. You can see the whole city from here.
Whole lot of people out there, man. Whole lot of people.
Yeah, getting screwed.
You don't even feel it. It's just
What was that, bro?
numb.
I want to be this edgelord.
Oh.
I know it's gonna be a hell of a fight turning them back into people.
Fucking A, man. Okay, dude. You find the evidence, and I'll mount our exit strategy.
I want those goggles.
Hey, is that the congressman?
No, I do believe that is a helicopter.
Fuck you.
Marcus, the building just went off the grid. We can't get in or see inside.
They're up to something. I'll see what.
All these like weird fucking dubstep pop-ins on all the menu items are pissing me off. It's just like loud audio pops in my ear.
They got armed help in there. Something's definitely up. They're scrubbing the evidence.
Get us access, Marcus, before it all gets wiped.
I'll get you inside the system. Once I do, you use the botnet to brute force your way in and download everything you can.
But once you start downloading, they'll know you're inside.
It wouldn't be a party if they didn't. And I've got a surprise for them.
Where are we on wiping the Congressman's cloud?
That's done, but there's a team at Invite scrubbing the backups, too.
They're good at this?
They're the best computer forensics team we have. You pay top dollar, you get top talent.
That's what I want to hear.
Wrench, you ready with my exit strategy?
Define. Ready.
Sam, out of all the cams, you seem to be the most enthralled in this. Are you interested in Watch Dogs?
No.
Okay. Because I'm like over here literally falling asleep.
I'm so with you. I'm like dozing off.
Yeah, I was just like looking at everyone's cam. I was like, the only person that looks remotely like super interested is Sam.
I'm actually pretty into it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I was. The first one left such a bad fucking taste in my mouth.
I'm in that boat, man. It's really hard to get hyped over the exact same thing again.
I mean, it does. It looks exactly like the fucking first one.
Nothing's changed.
And to be honest,
you could tell me right now that this is a DLC for Watch Dogs 1.
Yeah, like, that's the thing is, the first one wasn't...
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily a bad game. It just wasn't a good game. Like, there was nothing wrong with
There's
it.
something over there.
It was just fucking boring. Like,
I think my problem with the way that they pitched the game was it made it seem so messy. Like, there's so many things you can do, and I was like, God, that feels overwhelming. Like, I wouldn't really have very much fun with it.
right. Is this music coming from inside, or did he put on music to go hack?
I don't know. Hack music.
Telling your guys to make sure all their data roaming is turned off.
I mean, this YouTube video is gonna be so clean.
Yo, how the fuck do you just hack something by looking at it? Like, what the fuck is this shit?
He's got neural implants.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I made that up.
That would be cool, though.
I mean, I'd be into it.
No, man. Put it in a game.
Go a little Deus Ex with it. That could be kind of cool.
You should steal that car.
Wasn't it just like the hacking aspect that made it like severely repetitive in the first one?
Yeah.
Some stuff.
Technique.
What?
You're in.
What the
Do your
fuck?
thing.
Where could he be?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Why don't we just unplug the thing that's fucking hacking?
They don't utilize that sports car movie mad as hell.
Could you get guns? Oh, never mind. Wow, he's just like, fuck it. I'm just busting out this AK.
I like how UBISOFT, y'all got a plan for this shit. Yeah, this looks like you had a plan for it.
Line of fire!
Take cover!
I don't know, man.
Strategy is ready. Oh man, you're gonna love this.
Wait, what? Oh, he activated the car. Yeah. And now he's flicking them off because he's an edgelord hacker.
Yeah.
He's also a fucking parkour and weapons expert.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be in this day and age, Sam. If you're not a triple threat, you might as well just not do it.
That was
obviously.
Oh my god. That was the other thing too. What's up?
You see the physics on that little jump too?
Yeah. That was the other thing that I didn't like about the first one is the main character wasn't like a cool guy. He was just a fucking asshole.
Holy fuck, this is awesome.
You can prove your past later, man. Because we're just getting started.
He's just, I need to be this guy.
The fucking winky face guy?
Yeah! I need that mask!
I want to play as the other guy.
Oh my god. So great. Watch Dogs 2 comes out on November 15th, 2016 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
It's like a
It's so
fashion
cool
show,
to see my
man. That was
hometown
weird.
in that
Yeah.
game. And much like you, whenever I'm infiltrating a corrupt politician's penthouse,
So
I
now
also
what?
listen to Eric B. and Rakim. And now, I'd like to welcome
Chat is
Ubisoft
fucking killing
CEO
me, bro.
Yves Guillemot
What
to
are they
tell you a
saying?
little bit more about
This is
Watch
winky
Dogs.
faces forever.
Oh. Winky face. There he is. He's here.
Yay!
We did it. We need to go on.
It means the announcements are coming.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
So as you may remember, when we launched the first time Watch Dogs with the PS4, it was a major success. And
guy.
that was
He's the
really
fucking best.
thanks to
So cute.
Sony and the push they did have on
The push.
on this game. So today, I'm very happy to tell you that we are going to continue with Sony and we are going to do Watch Dogs 2 with them. So I would like to ask Jim from Sony to come with us and tell you more about it. Thank you.
What is happening?
Oh
No need exclusive.
There's too much Sony in my UBISOFT.
Thanks,
conference.
Eve. That's right. We've been really impressed by Watch Dogs ever since Ubisoft first showed the game right here back in 2012. I think you were there that night. Sony and Ubisoft partnered on that game in the early days of the PlayStation 4. And then our partnership went even further. A while back, Sony Pictures Entertainment signed up with Ubisoft Motion Pictures to produce a Watch Dogs feature film with New Regency Productions.
What?
After what is shaping up to
they're
be
doing
an
an
amazing
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed and a Watch
Creed
Dogs film.
What?
we think Watch Dogs is set to be the next video game-based blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
What?
It's an incredibly filmic game. Yeah, it looks so cool. And
They're gonna make a Watch Dogs movie?
Doing a Watch Dogs movie.
as you know, Jim,
It might not be too
never
bad as a
too early
movie.
to think about
Yeah,
who your
I can
lead,
see it as a movie.
actor is
People
gonna
love the
be.
hacker
so,
stuff.
I'm looking
If
at the
it's
character
not
and
as
I'm
good as
thinking
Hackers,
Michael
I'm
B.
gonna be
Jordan
sad.
or a Taye Diggs or an Aisha Tyler who is tall and black and slightly masculine. That's what I'm thinking, you know, yeah?
Yeah,
We can talk about it backstage.
I'll be waiting.
No, I understand you also brought something very special to share with our PlayStation players out there, right?
That's right. PlayStation owners will have access to
Wrong
all
camera,
Watch
bro.
Dogs 2 DLCs 30 days before they're released on any other platform.
Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. That's a killer deal for the PlayStation Nation. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jim. And now we're going to take one more look at the wild hacker playground that is Watch Dogs 2.
Because we haven't seen Watch Dogs 2
Can we
yet.
not?
We haven't fucking seen it. So we
We
need to
just
see
saw
again.
it.
We just saw a lot of it.
That's San Francisco Bay.
See, and this is game engine footage. This isn't in-game footage. Oh, this is the leaked trailer, I think.
Fuck the slow-mo.
good music.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
What the fuck?
Oh man.
What a, like why wouldn't they lead
The
with that?
most fit hacker in the
To
world.
make this like in
And of
tune
course,
to a
what's a game
demographic.
about hackers
Yeah,
without a
yeah.
few good robots? So if you pre-order the limited edition of Watch Dogs 2, you'll get your very own Wrench Jr., a hack security robot from the game. It's probably not going to help you
I
oust
don't
a
want it.
corrupt
I want the mask
corporate
with the winky
overlord with a
face on
stranglehold
it.
on your city.
Yeah, can we just
but
get
it
the
is
winky
radio
face mask?
controlled and so quite useful for annoying your coworkers and ending unwanted relationships.
Okay.
All right, folks. We have one more game to show you today, and we all know that Eve likes to be the one to announce the next big thing, so I'll let him take it away. Ladies and
All right,
gentlemen,
is it gonna be
Eve
Assassin's Creed?
Emo.
No, they can't. No.
A brand new IP?
I'm gonna say new IP.
So I'm excited to tell you about our new IP from our studio in the French Alps. The studio has a lot of multiplayer expertise. You know, those guys have done Splinter Cell multiplayer. They have done also Assassin's Creed multiplayer, and they worked on The Division on some part of the game. So for the first time, we are combining the thrill of action sports with a fully explorable open world. So this game will give you a chance to challenge your friends and to share your adventures with the community. It's a completely new genre, and I am sure you will love it. Thank you.
What is this? The Frostbite? Is that Frostbite engine? Game
That belongs
engine.
to EA, dude.
Oh, that's EA.
It's that moment where I've committed to leaving, but I haven't left the Earth yet. Nothing you can do but charge forward.
What I love the most in the mountains is that I can do anything I want. It's pure freedom.
You know, there's always a bit of fear. If you don't have a little fear, you know, then you're a little crazy, I think.
Nothing else matters up here. All the chaos is just gone. No one else around.
The moment my feet leave the Earth, everything else disappears. It's pure adrenaline.
Looks like an extreme sports game.
Yeah, that's what it
It's
said.
what I live for.
Gotta admit, this could be pretty cool if they VR'd it.
Yeah. Although that would probably freak me out if I jumped off a mountain and VR.
I'd puke.
The mountain is your canvas, you know, you can paint your own picture. That's what the beauty of it is.
The most important thing for me is to try something that never been done before.
Am I scared? Sure. But fear can be a tool. It can keep you performing beyond what you think your limits are.
Those people that do that wingsuit shit are literally insane.
Yeah.
That stuff is the fucking one of the scariest things I've ever seen.
That shit looks so much fun.
Because if you fuck up, you insta-die.
Yeah, no, you just die. Steep? Is that what it says?
I don't know. I was really hoping for a new IP, but they're just taking sports and making a game out of it.
It's a
Hello
new
everyone.
IP, but
I'm studio manager Rebecca Kutaz.
And I'm creative director Igor Manso.
Just not into
We are
extreme
from
sports.
UBISOFT Annecy at the base of the Alps, just a few miles from the tallest peak in Europe, Le Mont Blanc. From our studio windows, we are surrounded by the mountains, and they have inspired us to develop the game that we are here to show you today.
Up in these mountains, sport isn't always about winning. Sometimes it's just about doing awesome things with your friends and living life to the fullest.
And sometimes it's just about capturing those memorable moments and sharing them with your friends. Let's show some gameplay. Take it away, Igor.
Oh, here we go, gameplay.
This is the new FIFA, guys.
Get your heart out, EA.
Was good?
What? You left the mics open, Ubi.
Oh my god, that's...
Welcome to the world of Steep, a massive open world partially set in the Alps, at the intersection of Italy, Austria, Switzerland, and France. We're currently flying over Aiguille du Mont Blanc, and in case you're wondering, aiguille means needles. First thing we'll do is land on a small rock over there. And notice a man on the right walking up to the summit. That's another player from the community. From here, we can now enjoy the view and observe the world around us.
We can just spin the camera.
That big guy in front of you is the Mont Blanc, the biggest summit in the region. And in the distance, you can see the Matterhorn, one of the wildest spots in the game. And on the right, you've got the Aravis Range, the region we come from, where Ubisoft Annecy stands. In Steep, we developed a really cool observation tool. We call it Mountain View.
Gorgeous.
Mountain View allows you to zoom out from your position, observe the world, and navigate into the environment. Our mountain range will be populated by drop zones. Drop zones are entry points for you to drop in the world when you're ready. Now, let's get back to our initial position. Besides drop zones, the game will offer a wide range of challenges for you to test your skills. The one in front of us is a wingsuit activity. And as the other player drops in, we'll follow him and triggers a challenge. This is a proximity flying race challenge.
This looks like it could be really fun.
Yeah, possibly. I just don't know if this game has a big enough appeal to the masses to make it like
I absolutely agree with that.
Like profitable for Ubisoft, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This is not a game that people will talk about after this conference is over.
Yeah. Oh no, that guy.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
Oh, with the thud and everything.
That guy.
Oh,
He actually died right there. One guy died in the
we
making
just
of this
secured
game.
the silver medal. And as we learned, we could choose and move onto skiing in the Aiguille. But we'd like to introduce you to another region. So let's switch to Mountain View and head over to Aravis.
Ah, framey.
The purpose of this next sequence is to show you what it's like to play online with your friends or with other players from the community.
I would play the shit out of this.
If it's, I mean, cool borders for the PS1, I probably put over 400 hours into, so I'm right there with you. And like 1080 snowboarding on the N64, fucking legendarily fun.
That game's hot.
Yeah, that game was fucking amazing. As long as it's kind of like arcadey snowboarding, then I'm into it.
As you ride, you will keep meeting other players from the community, having fun in the mountain. Let's switch our point of view to follow those riders. As you noticed, the game will support GoPro views.
First person.
Yeah.
That's a lot of motion.
Can you imagine wearing a VR headset with that?
Man, I feel like I actually would get motion sick then.
I mean, I'm kind of getting motion sick watching it, and I don't normally get motion sick.
Hold on. We really need to pause
same.
here.
I'm
Too
not
much
even
at the
looking
same
at the screen,
time.
man.
No, I'd like to show you
I'm
something
serious too.
special.
I'm like that.
If we go back to
Kinda
Mountain
into it,
View,
man.
take a look at that trail. Every line you do in the world creates a trail. And that trail is really cool. It not only allows you to check what you've done on your ride, so you can analyze your line, but it also allows you to launch a replay of what you've seen and what you've done. You can
Look at the
rewind,
parachute guy.
pause, control the camera.
Wait, is he
Go
just
slow-mo.
slamming into the
Yeah,
mountain?
he just slams into the mountain right there. Something he...
Oh, that little guy! He just sweeps him.
And follow any players you've met. And the idea here is to allow you to push that replay of your performances.
I don't...
or just crashes to all social networks so you can share it with the world.
I don't know, man.
Even better. Not only can you share videos, but say you liked that jump over the cliff. You know it's a tricky one. You can push it as a challenge to your friends. You define the rule, share it so it becomes part of the content your friends will see in their game. But let's catch up with our red paraglider.
Paragliding is like the most casual fucking thing I can think of.
Casual?
Game enough for you, Sam?
Were we like sitting in a little parachute just going down? Everyone else is skiing and shit?
Also, yes, this is exactly what I was going to say, is as long as they don't take it too seriously in terms of how you can look in this game,
Yeah.
I feel like that will help in a weird way, being able to just be like, I look ridiculous.
Oh my god, that guy's... Yeah, yeah. All right, see, now they're kind of like arcadeifying a little bit. This looks cool. Just going down the mountain with a bunch of friends in like an arcadey snow game. Oh!
There is one last thing I'd like to show you. Steep is definitely about sharing intense, thrilling, crazy, or just pure fun moments. And it's also about enjoying the mountains.
That's what I'm talking about. What a lovely day.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous, man.
Kind of nailed it with the music too. Oh! Oh!
You got pretty close. See, what I would do is I'd be the fucking gliders, and I'd try to hit the other people in the parachutes.
I was just thinking that. Like if a glider just...
Yeah, and if there's voice, I would do exactly that noise. Go fuck yourself!
Thank you very much.
After seeing more footage of it, I'm way more on board.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
We're inviting you all onto the mountain
hours you
as
could
soon as
really play a
tomorrow.
game like that.
Steep will be fully playable on the
If it
show
wasn't your
floor.
thing.
Yeah.
If you're watching from home, please visit steepgame.com to register for a chance to participate in Steep beta phases. This game ships this December.
Whoa.
Thank you
okay.
very much.
Comes out in December.
Bam.
All right, guys. We got a lot done today, and we are barreling towards the finish line. But before we go, we want to bring Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot and all of the teams behind the games that we had on stage during our show back out here one more time. Come on out, everybody. This is going to be like the end of Saturday Night Live, only all the game devs have not been drinking for hours. Although I'm sure they'll start very soon. Welcome, Yves.
No, for honor, dude. You need to step forward.
Oh, he's right behind Yves. He knows where he needs to be.
Yeah.
So, as you could see, you know, that was a fantastic game. And I think it's just the beginning, because as you know, this game will be live for a long time. So those guys are going to give you a lot more. So I would like to thank you, all Ubisoft teams, and Aisha for their creativity and all the passion they have. I would like also to thank you, all the gamers. We are only here because of you. We really love you guys because you always push us for excellence. As Aisha said, this year, Ubisoft celebrates our 30 years birthday. That means 30 years in the best industry in the world.
Look at this guy.
I love video games
Yeah, just got our
because
shades
the
on.
real innovation and magic happens when our teams and players are free to create, free to innovate, free to express themselves, free to take risk and have fun. That's what got us here today,
guy just
and
pulled out
that
a sword and he
is
was
what
like,
will drive us for another 30 years and beyond.
Just fucking stabbed him from behind and the sword just came out his chest.
Ubisoft is mine.
His cane's a sword.
Because
That's how it
when
works
you
in
are
game
free,
dev.
there is no failure. There is only forward.
Yay!
Hey, what is this? What?
Just straight up having normal people run alongside characters.
I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Jesus. Well, that was Ubisoft. Damn, man, we've had like 3 really good conferences today so far. The PC gaming one was actually really good too. It's a shame we had to cut off from that earlier because, Ko, you were saying that Deus Ex was shown.
Yep, not only was Deus Ex shown, but they had Warren Spector come out and talk. Yeah, and he did like a really cool talk about PC gaming and how it's evolved from what he used to do to what he does now and how incredible the whole industry has kind of evolved. And
did he announce the new game?
Well, he's currently working with, I think, Other Side, and he's working on Underworld Ascendant and System Shock 3 right now. So those are both announced titles. One of them was a Kickstarter, and the other one we already know about. So I don't think he talked much about those two. But yeah, he gave like, it was, you know, almost 10 minutes, I think. He gave a pretty serious little speech. And wow, it was good. He's a great dude.
Well, cool stuff. What time does the next... We got like 4 hours, I think.
3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours. Okay. So yeah, we can wrap here for about 30 minutes and then take a 2-hour break. Come back for Sony tonight. Sony starts at 9 o'clock Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 9 o'clock Eastern tonight. So.
I'm gonna do like out of 10s for this morning's conferences.
We're gonna do a what? Oh yeah. We're gonna do that now.
Yeah.
For the conferences so far.
I just want to make sure that Ubisoft is completely done.
Special conference. Stick around for our post show where we're going to answer your burning questions about Ubisoft and our conference today. Everybody, you've been so awesome.
Are you good, Aisha?
I'm Aisha Tyler. We are Ubisoft. Happy 30th birthday, Ubi, and you guys, you know what to do. Come on down, meet us on the floor, and do that.
Well, also, while we were doing this, Todd Howard confirmed Elder Scrolls 6.
Right, but not till they finish the other 2 games, right? Yeah.
And he hinted to the fact that tech hasn't caught up with it yet to make it.
Really? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, what are they doing? Oh, they're counting down all the years. Okay. I think Ubi's dead. Or done, not dead.
I actually outdo that shit and then walked off stage. So she's going to do like a line and then they're going to be on the show floor.
Okay, there we go. They're coming back to... I hope it's just Marcus crying because Beyond Good and Evil wasn't announced. Nope, they come back to this card.
Dude. Yeah, so many people on Twitter being like, no Beyond Good and Evil. Ah!
Yeah.
Lots of feelings.
Well, we got to wrap up like a bunch of conferences. So let's go all the way back to Microsoft. This morning.
Try to go fast, yeah?
Yeah, no, we'll speed through this. Scalebound was shown. It just was not wowed. Was anyone like fuck yeah about that? It just looked really boring.
It looked like it looked like it had potential to me. But you know, it's not a game that shows very well though.
I gotta admit that I think it would have. Oh, go ahead, Sam.
No, go on, Kai. Let's go.
I was gonna say I think it would have been for me personally, so much cooler if they weren't trying to have like the hip, cool lead character, with his headphones and the cool head, haircut. And I mean, that would have the idea of giant dragons and using them to fight giant, enemies and stuff. That's a really appealing concept. It has been since Skyrim.
Yeah.
But the direction they were going with like trying to make it overly cool, kind of this, I get the same vibe from Watch Dogs 2. It's just like, you guys, let's focus, on what makes the game fun to play and the game mechanics. Let's not just try to get this style into it that doesn't need to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. People talking about Square Enix. I think that's just Twitch interviewing Square Enix and then Gung Ho, and then Alienware, then Devolver, then Bethesda. That's why there's 30-minute segments. The actual press conference does not start till 3 hours from now for Sony, and then it's about an hour and a half. So that's why we might not cover it, but we'll see. State of Decay 2 had a CG trailer right after that. State of Decay 1 was a great game if you didn't play it, but it was a CG trailer. It was just an announcement trailer that the game's being made. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing really that we can draw from that. Halo Wars 2 was shown. Once again, we've talked a little bit about that. The first one was great. You can actually play the beta right now till the 20th on Xbox One, and then I think it comes out for PC and Xbox One later this year. So should be fun. I'm excited to play another Halo's War. The CG trailer was really cool for that, with the two generals walking towards each other and all the things crashing down. That was a great trailer. And then they showed Project Scorpio at the end, and rather than show it, they talked about what it's going to be, and I think they just did that so that people can like start working on it and not be afraid to not talk about it. Is really the reason that they did that. And I think that's what Phil Spencer was even saying at the very end of it, as well as having the highest quality pixels.
Yeah. So many teraflops.
So many 6 teraflops, man. Just so many teraflops.
Terras in the land.
Yeah. Just so many flops. I wonder why Sony backed out of talking about theirs. I guess because all they have to do is just confirm it on Twitter, and then people are good to talk about it, right? Because
right.
I don't know. That was a weird thing for them to just talk about it the way they did and then just be done. So I guess we'll see more of that when it becomes available and when we start seeing actual software on it. But we do need to rate Microsoft across the board here for everyone. So I guess we'll start. If you can remember all the way back, I'll throw some games out there to let everyone remember what was shown. Gears of War 4, Killer Instinct, Forza Horizon 3, ReCore, Final Fantasy 15, Division Underground, Battlefield 1, Minecraft updates, the Xbox controller customization options, Inside, which is the new Limbo game, Cuphead, Outlast, Deliver Us to the Moon, Tribute, Far, Slime Rancher, Shadow Tactics, Bloodstained, We Happy Few, Gwent, Tekken 7, Dead Rising 4, Scalebound, Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, Halo Wars 2, and Project Scorpio. We didn't really talk about Sea of Thieves, but it looked pretty fun. I just didn't like the weird YouTube/Twitch faux videos that they made where they had people reacting to it live. It also looked pretty bare bones. They don't really have that much in the game yet.
I think I'll give Microsoft a 7.
Same as Bethesda.
Same as Bethesda, because yes, they had lots of games that they talked about, but most of them are not games that are necessarily for me, if that makes sense.
Sure.
A couple of games where I'm like, oh yeah, We Happy Few. But for the most part, it's stuff that I can say, wow, that looks cool. But if I'm honest with myself about whether or not I'll play it, probably not.
Sure.
So it's kind of a score based on that, I guess.
All right. Stripping your score for Microsoft.
I'm going to give them, I'm going to give it a 6.
Really? That's worse than your Bethesda, if I recall. Okay.
Yeah. Because there was a lot of games in the Xbox conference that I was really excited for, and they succeeded in dulling my excitement for those games by showing them in a shit way. Final Fantasy and Sea of Thieves, super excited for both those games, and they presented them to me in a way that made me go, ugh. And so for me, it fucked up. The games didn't fuck up, they fucked up. But I'm really excited about Sea of Thieves. I really like all the indie games they showed off. I think that collection for me is what gives it 6 points. Honestly.
Okay. All right.
But, yeah, it was a 6.
Cool. Tally, your score for Microsoft?
6 out of 10. I had Bethesda 7 and EA at 5. I mean, I really was kind of disappointed that they mentioned Crackdown 3 in that little like outro at the end, but they didn't show anything for it.
Right. There was actually a tweet saying that Crackdown 3 had been pushed back to 2017.
Oh, jeez. I thought
think it was a tweet.
I thought Dead Rising 4 was pretty cool. Recore, Sea of Thieves. Forza, never played any of the games in the series. I kind of want to play it now after watching it. And We Happy Few, that's probably what gave it the most of the score because that game's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And last but not least, your score for Microsoft.
My Microsoft score was 5.
Oof. Okay.
And I'm kind of in the same boat as Dodger. There were some cool things there, but most of them weren't for me. And the thing that really stuck out to me is my favorite part of that was the indie role, was the indie devs and their component of it. And like We Happy Few and those kind of things. And I find it kind of interesting that like my favorite part of it is stuff that wasn't really related to most of the other big name companies. And the big name stuff was okay, but it wasn't that great. So yeah, I went with 5.
Okay.
I went with 5.
All right. I think I gave Bethesda a 7, and the only reason that I'm going to give Microsoft an 8 is because Microsoft had a better conference than Bethesda, and we don't do halves here. So I have to give it an 8. But it was only because I think Bethesda just didn't have that much, and same as EA, even on a worse scale, because I think I gave them a 2. Like both companies just seemed like they didn't have enough to fill a full conference. I feel like Microsoft came out and for an hour and a half was just game, trailer, game, trailer, game, trailer, game, trailer, and they just had a lot to show. And most of the stuff that they showed, I'm interested in. Standouts being We Happy Few, Inside, and then the ID at Xbox stuff, as well as probably Forza Horizon 3. I'm really interested in that. So, right after that, the PC Gaming Show occurred, and that was like we talked about. I just talked about Microsoft being rapid fire. That was rapid fire. That was like
actual rapid
game,
fire.
trailer, 5 seconds of talk, game, trailers, 5 seconds of talk, like just nonstop.
And it was an hour and a half of that.
They
So
announced
like,
one.
so much
Yeah,
shit in
let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20. They announced 30 games in an hour and a half.
Damn.
Or covered 30 games in an hour and a half. That is fucking crazy. That is just an absurd amount of games. I'll just kind of list off all these games, and then we can pull what you guys want to talk about because we are a little bit short on time. Or rather, we've been here for about 8 hours, and I need to give you guys a break. Dawn of War 3, Oxygen Not Included, Ark, Giant Cop, Mountain Blade 2.
Giant Cop.
Giant Cop is great.
Awesome.
The Surge, Lawbreakers, the Yahoo Esports segment, AMD Polaris segment, the Serious Sam VR, AMD Zen segment, Vampire, Killing Floor 2 Bullseye, which is the new content expansion, then the Killing Floor Incursion, which is their VR, Super Hot VR, Tyranny, Observer, Drop Zone, Arma 3 Apex, the Turing Test Overland, Dual Universe, the Mouse and Keyboard segment from Razer, which is blah, blah, blah. The Halo Wars 2 segment, Day of Infamy, Mirage, Arcane Warfare, Mages of Mystralia, which is actually something we did not see because the panel had to be cut off. Warframe Lunario, which is also cut off, and then Deus Ex Mankind Divided was the final thing they showed, which I did not get a chance to watch. I don't know if you guys were watching it during the Ubisoft, but out of all that stuff, do what?
And then the Warren Spector.
Oh, and then the Warren Spector. Yeah, so 31. I kind of wish I might go back and watch that Warren Spector thing just to see what he was saying, but
I'm gonna be honest. I muted the other stream and watched it.
Yeah, was it good?
Yeah, the second I saw it was him, I was like, "Oh, mute." Let's see this. And no, it was really good. It was really good. And what's crazy is like, well, can I start my 10 for this one? You care?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest here. PC conference, best of the show so far, for me. Not only did it show the most games in the kind of most organized format, Day 9 always killed it. He was a great host. I really liked how he kept the pace of the show up, and it was just boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I really liked how everything kind of stayed focused on that, except the commercial components, but that's, to be seen. Also, the amount of games they had that I'm interested in by far outweighed the other conferences. Dawn of War 3 looks huge. The Surge, that was in that conference, right? The Surge.
Yes, the Surge was. Yeah.
Awesome. Dual Universe looked great. Observer, Tyranny, the Warren Spector thing at the end was fantastic. Just a lot of games in there that I'm extremely interested in checking out. And yeah, for me, I gave that one an 8 of 10.
There you go. Dodger, for you, any big standout games, and also what was your score?
I'm also gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
Tyranny looked awesome. I love the arc stuff that they talked about. Yeah, and I just thought that the overall flow of the whole thing was great, because it wasn't that it felt like anything didn't get enough time either. It was either,
Right.
you know, it had a trailer, or it had a trailer and devs or creators to talk about it. It felt like, you know, even though it was so brief for each game, it felt like nobody was necessarily rushing.
Sure.
And I liked that. So
Yeah, I think a lot of times when people do these conferences, you get a lot of like what we saw with Dishonored 2, where they just showed like a shit ton of that game and then too little on other games. With the PC Gaming Conference, I felt like it was an even kill throughout. Like, you came out, they said the game name, they rolled the trailer, you talked to the guy for about 30 seconds, and then he moved on. And it was that for every single game. Like, that
It was content.
Yeah.
Lots of content.
That was the stipulation of being on there. So yeah, I think that's definitely, especially compared to last year, that's a huge step forward in the right direction for the PC Gaming Show. I'm still a little bit uneasy about it being sponsored. I really hated the fact that we had to listen to ATI come out and kind of do their corporate shill, and like the Razer commercial. Even though I use all the Razer stuff, that's not why I watch E3, to see promotional videos. I can watch those any fucking time of the year, not during E3. But everything else they showed, I'm right there with you guys. So 8 from Dodger, 8 from Cohh. Strippin, what about you?
Man, I really didn't like it.
The PC Gaming one, you didn't like it at all?
I'm gonna give it like a 5, I think.
Okay.
Because I think a majority of the games were like pretty lackluster. I think the hosting was great, but like it just wasn't exciting for me. Like I think I nearly fell asleep at one point because it was just like a chain of games. And some of that, there was some gems in there. There was some really good games in there, but like they got the same screen time as the bad games. And so for me, like yeah, I don't know. I just felt like it was pretty lackluster, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Understandable. Tally for you?
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm really usually anti VR. After watching the whole showcase, I'm like, I want to do the Killing Floor VR, the Serious Sam VR. I want to do the Super Hot VR. What was the other one? The Giant Cop VR. Like that was like the
Giant Cop was a standout during that conference for me.
And then you know, even though I'm a puss for scary games, Observer looked amazing. The Surge. I could have done without the Yahoo Esports thing, but and then Mountain Blade, the Mountain Blade series.
oh my god, I forgot about the Yahoo Esports thing,
Those are so good.
and the fact that Overwatch is an anime. Can I change my score?
Oh yeah, Overwatch wasn't there. I thought Overwatch was supposed to be there or something like that.
They were in the introduction video, the clip of them looking out into the whatever.
I guess because that's like the fucking bee's knees in PC gaming now.
Yeah, so like, how do we get people to watch the stream? I will fucking flash Overwatch at the start. No.
Yeah.
The super hot
VR stuff. Yeah, that looked cool. That looked cool. I think for me, the score, I think it was a better built conference than Bethesda, but I was more interested in what Bethesda showed game wise, I think. Granted, there was a lot, like, I don't know, maybe it is the same score as Bethesda. Maybe it's a 7 then. Because like the PC gaming show so far has been the best structured show. But kind of like I'm in the same boat as what Strippin was saying, is just it was a shit ton of content, but like I really don't care about Killing Floor, and I really don't care about a lot
Arma
of
3.
Yeah, like the Arma 3 segment or the Arc segment. It looked cool, but those are just not games that I'm like really wanting to play. Whereas like I want to know what the fuck Quake Champions is about, because they didn't show that much, which is kind of a fault at the panel or a fault at the conference. And not a fault at the game. So I guess I'll change it. We'll go with a 7 instead of an 8 for the PC game, which is the same one I gave to Bethesda. So right now that means that Microsoft is my top scoring conference, which I did not expect at all. Wow. My lowest, I think the lowest overall was EA. EA just shouldn't have. They should have had content for their thing. They just didn't have enough, I think. I think that was the lowest scoring one for everyone. I think
if we were into sports, we would all really like EA. Like they're clearly catering to their audience. More power to them.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of like PC gamer RPG first person shooter people. Not a lot there for us, but I've been looking on Twitter. I have some old guildmates that are totally into sports. They love the EA conference. So I don't know. Teach your own.
Yeah. People are saying what happened to not changing. I didn't announce what my score was. I just said I think I'm going to change it in my head and then bounced it back down to 7. So there you go. And then we just wrapped up Ubisoft. And they, compared to a lot of the other stuff, they didn't have that many games. They had Just Dance 2017.
They have personality.
They had a lot of personality. They started off with a crazy, stupid performance for Just Dance 2017. And I liked that was all they did. They didn't come out and show you the game. They just fucking had a dance performance. Everyone loved Queen. And that was it. They were just like, and that's Just Dance 2017. It's the same shit you've always seen. We don't need to show it to you.
And they mentioned the Nintendo NX too.
They did say the NX.
They did. The first ones, right? To mention anything about the NX existing.
Yeah. Which was very interesting. Then we got to see a pretty long gameplay about cocaine and Ghost Recon Wildlands, which was fantastic. South Park, The Fractured Butthole, we got to see a lot of stuff for that. That was the standout.
The most hype.
That was the standout thing throughout the entire Ubisoft, and maybe for the day. Like, that just looked funny. That was just funny fucking shit. Went from that to like a huge dip down, and actually the hype meter had the biggest fall off in record time over the past 24 hours for the Division right after that. When they showed the Underground DLC and then the new Survival DLC. Then when they showed the Eagle Flight VR game right after that, which is the Oculus 3v3 single flag CTF thing, which was kind of whatever. And we went from that to like even kill to the hypest point in the Ubisoft with the hype meter measuring it with the Star Trek Bridge Crew. The 4-player VR game, which just looks like that someone looked at the VR and knew immediately the best thing to make, and that's the best thing to make. Yeah. It's like that what's that cell phone game where you get like 4 people and they all get their cell phones and then you control a ship? It's basically that, but in VR.
What is that game? Yes. I know exactly what game you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of it.
I can't either. Yeah, I can't either. But whatever that game is, it's that game in VR, which is going to be fucking awesome with Star Trek Bridge Crew. And they also brought LeVar out on stream, or out on stage, and he was awesome just to listen to talk with Aisha Tyler. Yeah, Space Team. That's the name of it. That was great. For Honor right after that, which looks great. We got to see a lot of the stuff for that, and we got to see the Viking campaign, a little bit of gameplay from them. Grow Up, which is a sequel to Grow Home, which is a fantastic game for like $5 that came out of Ubisoft last year that really no one played. Trials of the Blood Dragon, which you can play now, which is basically Trials and the Blood Dragon team working together for exactly what the game is. It's Trials of the Blood Dragon. Then the Assassin's Creed movie thing came out. Watch Dogs 2 was shown. Then they announced the Watch Dogs movie, which just seems odd. I guess I get that. I mean, I guess that translates into that media. And then they announced their new IP, Steep, which is the open world extreme snow sports game. So that was Ubisoft. Not too many games, but they showed a lot of everything they showed, including gameplay, including CG. So we got to see a lot of all the different games there. Strippin', we'll start with you this time. Your score, your rating, your standout.
Dude, I'm gonna. If I want to give it a half, we can't do halves. So I'm gonna give it a 9.
Ooh, okay.
9.
And I'll tell you why.
Because he's rounding up from 8.5.
I'm rounding up from 8.5. Okay. For Honor is maybe going to be my game of the year. Like, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking love it. I think South Park was amazing. I think this conference has differed from all the others in the sense that, like, all the others are so fucking business minded, and this one like takes the suit off and is like, puts themselves on a level that gamers are more comfortable with, and is like, all right, let's have fun, let's get bubbly people out, like let's laugh, let's talk to the audience, maybe we'll curse a couple of times, and they gave a lot of attention to all of the games. And whilst I didn't like all the games, the ones I did like, I got excited about, and for me, like, that is a successful conference. So for me, it was a 9.
Yeah, I think you make a lot of strong points there. Dodger, for you, your score and your standout.
I want to give this one an 8 as well, because I am super excited not only for Honor, because I love chivalry, and For Honor feels like a cleaner
A
chivalry to
triple A
played
chivalry,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. But also just so fucking excited about South Park. Steep, I'm gonna have to play to know whether or not I'm into it. I'll be honest, because Steep is like, when they announced it, I was like, really, no. And then I watched a little bit of it, and I was like, okay, maybe. And I'm not sure. It was like a little bit of a disappointment for me to find out that that was the direction they were taking with their new big IP. But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be great. So yeah, I'll give it an 8, mostly based on For Honor and South Park, but also just I fucking love Aisha. I love that we started with a dance party.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, 10.
Yeah. I hope that we move in the direction, and I don't know why we haven't yet, but like Aisha's been doing it for so long that none of the other conference they've always relied on their CEOs to come out and kind of give that business presentation. And now you see Sean doing the PC gaming show, and he keeps it professional, but it's still kind of loose. You see like Aisha come out, and she's just dropping F-bombs and like making funny jokes and all that stuff. Like, I kind of hope they go that route, but I guess there's a fine line, right? Because you can't do what Aisha does if you're not that type of person. You can't. Jay Moore was terrible at BlizzCon. Like, you can't do that.
It was so wonderful to go from one conference where they bleeped out "God damn it," and then the next conference where they were just throwing fucking place. Like, I just thought it was so like such a funny juxtaposition in terms of tone.
Yeah, for sure. Tally, your standout games or game for Ubisoft and your score.
I'll give it an 8. I'll keep it with the same as a PC. Man, the Wildlands. This was called Wildlands for Ghost Recon.
Yep, Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah, dude, like I just love the whole like mafia cartel drug theme. So it's like it was like Grand Theft Auto in Bolivia, but like and I really liked it. Huge South Park fan. I loved Stick of Truth, so Fractured Butthole up my alley, and Star Trek VR, going back to like things convincing me to want to go play VR, that kind of did. And then For Honor, man, just seeing that there's a single player campaign or just a campaign mode kind of got me really more excited to know that there's this multiplayer.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty big surprise. I mean, I guess it makes sense for them to do that, but just the fact that I don't have to play against people who are probably going to be better at me at that game because the system looks pretty convoluted. Exactly. And I can just beat someone's ass in single player and have a pretty good time. That's exciting to see, for sure. Cohh, for you, your score and standout games?
Standout for me, For Honor. Really solid title. Ghost Recon. I liked Metal Gear Solid 5. I like where they're going with Ghost Recon. That was great. South Park. Absolutely can't wait for that one. Star Trek also looked cool. However, on the other side, what I kind of felt about this conference is, and also I think it's important to mention that Aisha was great. That was awesome. She really carried a lot of that. The thing though that I found about Ubisoft is it had some really good things, but it also had things that I'm just like totally not interested in, like the Division stuff. Also, I really don't like the direction they're going with Watch Dogs 2. I think they're not only trying to capitalize on the hype of Watch Dogs 1 with the systems, but now I feel like I don't want to say like urbanizing it, but it's clear that they're trying to take it like the fashion cool hip direction with all like the edgelords and all that stuff. And I really didn't like that. I gave it a 6. I gave it a 6 out of 10. And again, it had some really good standout titles and the hosting was good, but Steep, I'm gonna have to take a look at. I kind of like what they're doing with Steep, but it's one of those things that I'm definitely gonna have to get my hands on and try because it looked really pretty, but it also looked like it could get incredibly boring after a few hours.
Yeah,
you've done everything a few times. I feel like it could be really boring.
The big thing too with those type of games is they have to control well, and you don't know if it's going to control well via video. So like we have no idea how that game's actually going to play. It might control like complete shit, and that could completely destroy the game. Yeah, those are all in the feels. So,
yep. So that's kind of where we went with that. And yeah, I mean, I thought it was good, but I also thought it had some of the best highs, but also had some of the biggest lows.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate assessment. It was very front heavy. Like, besides the division, they started with like a pretty cool, not cool, the out there dance routine, which fucking everyone in the call was actually like bobbing their head or dancing at some point during that intro when Queen was playing. And then they went straight into Ghost Recon Cocaine Wildlands, which looks pretty cool. I want to see more of that. I want to see what that game actually is and how it actually works. Like, if you can just go and pick up a mission and it's real open world, or you have to choose the mission and it loads you in, or how that goes. And then South Park was another highlight. Then Division is just kind of like a huge slump down, and it kind of picked up a tiny bit with Eagle Flight, but I'm just not interested in that. And then For Honor, a huge point in the center, as well as Star Trek. And then it just kind of starts dying down again, and it doesn't really pick itself back up until the very end with Steep a little bit. Like, Watch Dogs 2 shouldn't be the last thing in that conference. This should have been the first thing.
Yeah.
It should have been the second thing, and then show Ghost Recon and kind of build up instead of having these up and
downs. Then you have the
downs.
chance to like pick those people back up, right?
Right.
Like, the people that don't respond well to that game, you have
Right.
a chance to like introduce to something else, and then they're like, yeah, I had a good conference. But like, if the last thing you get is something that's like, then like that's what you walk away with. You walk away with that feeling.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a 7 as well. Although I would have given it a 6 if I could change it, but all decisions are final. So I thought about it for a second, and then the PC Gaming
Can't
Conference
change
was
it.
better. But maybe Aisha Tyler is worth the bump up just to make it equal footing. So that's that. We still got one more conference to go tonight. And then I think if you guys are down, I'm not going to put a gun to your head or anything. But I'll do the Nintendo thing tomorrow just to see it. We're going to be able to get it claimed completely on YouTube, so I'm not going to even have a VOD to bother posting, because Nintendo's just going to say,
Square having an actual conference or not?
No. Square is just showing Deus Ex right now on Twitch, which is I think what they showed at the PC Gaming Conference in some fashion.
What time is Nintendo?
I think it's pretty early. Let me see. Nintendo Direct.
So I have to do a co-optional podcast tomorrow, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It is. Go to e3nintendo.com and let this load. But we will be back later tonight for the. We'll probably be back in about 2 hours, actually. Take a 2-hour break. We'll come back and do a little bit of preview for the Sony conference, and then we get to see what the hell Sony's bringing. And they could be, once again, the year of fucking dreams and just drop some crazy shit.
I gotta say, man, now that we're at the end, now that we have one conference left, this entire conference is Sony's to lose. Like, none of the other guys have dropped a bomb. We didn't get a Fallout 4 from any of them. We got some pretty cool stuff, but none of them were hugely hands down the best. And as you can tell by the scores on this cast alone, like, everyone's all over the place. There was no agreement on best conference. There was no agreement on worst. So if Sony comes out of the gate tonight and just boom, 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 boom with some big stuff and new info.
I will say that for the most part, we haven't had one of those E3s where everybody is ignoring who we are and what we want, right? We've gotten a lot of gameplay trailers. We've gotten a lot of focus on games, which I have to appreciate. So I wouldn't say that like it's been a bust at all. They've given us a lot of what we want. It's just that we haven't had our minds blown. Exactly what Ko said. So
Yeah, I think that's a good assessment. Nintendo is at 9 a.m. Pacific tomorrow morning.
Okay.
For probably an hour max.
Okay.
I would think, hour or two. And we can just start right when that starts, because all they're going to show is Zelda. Zelda and I think Pokemon Sun and Moon. Is that right, Sam? Is that Sun and Moon. So that's it. There won't be that much more shown. So we'll be back later tonight for Sony, and we'll see you guys then. Hopefully you join us for the final conference of the day then, and then for tomorrow, Nintendo tomorrow morning. I'm going to go get some food and maybe take a nap.
I'm so hungry.
I'm really hungry, and I'm also very fucking tired. So we'll be back later tonight, guys. Thanks, everyone, for coming out here. Make sure to check out all of our channels. You can find all those on the break screen coming up. See you guys then. What are you laughing at? Was Sam dancing?
Nothing.
Okay.
Bye,
all right. Bye.
Shit.
This is your fault, Sam. We're delayed by 5 seconds.
I was laughing at Towley.
Oh, Okay.
I saw that.
Jesus. All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.